Get ready, because Banter with Richie B Productions is launching an all-new podcast network. 4 shows, 4 hosts, 1 powerhouse of paranormal and cryptid entertainment all week long. Kick off your week on Tuesdays with the one and only Wojo, host of Home of the Boom. He's diving deep into the world of cryptids, Bigfoot, and the mysteries that shake the woods. Interviews, investigations, and the loudest boom in the cryptid community. Every Tuesday from 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then on Wednesdays, prepare to drift into the unknown with Amanda Lombardo, your guide on the Phantom Navigator. From haunted legends to chilling stories from around the globe, Amanda is charting a course straight through the supernatural, plus guests who live to tell the tales. Catch her from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, if you dare. Fridays get a little darker and a whole lot prettier. Join Sam from Sam's Pretty Paranormal, where makeup meets the macabre. It's Sam After Dark, spooky storytelling, and her fan favorite segment, Cooking for the Dead. Tune in every Friday from 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for glam, goosebumps, and all things ghoulish. And every Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the flagship show returns. Banter with Richie B Live, featuring Richie B and Wojo. From updates to investigations to wild discussions, this is the core of the network. Raw, real, and always unpredictable. Spend your Saturday evenings with the duo that started it all. 4 nights of content, 4 incredible hosts, cryptids, ghosts, glam, stories that will keep you on the edge of your seat. This is the Banter with Richie B Podcast Network.
Good morning. Welcome to Banter with Richie B Live.
Somewhere beyond the beaten path, beyond the whispers in the woods and the stories around the fire, lurks one of the greatest mysteries of our time, Bigfoot. For decades, legends have echoed through the forests, footprints left behind, sightings that defy logic, and questions that demand answers. But this isn't just folklore. This is a call to investigate, to explore, and to uncover the truth. Banter with Richie B isn't just another show. It's a community, a movement, a hub for genuine research, real conversations, and boots-on-the-ground discovery. Every episode dives deep into evidence, expert interviews, field investigations, and the drive to seek what others say is impossible. If you believe in asking questions, if you're ready to get your boots dirty, and if you think the unknown deserves more than just a passing glance, then follow Banter with Richie B. Stay informed, stay sharp, and maybe, just maybe, be the one who finds the truth hiding in the trees.
I love you, baby Jack. I want you guys to keep climbing. I love you, Mama. Wojo's gonna get us out of here because that's what he does.
That's right. Hey, nice meeting you all. Thank you for being on there. And yes, we are home of the boom. Let's go.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Somebody give me a radio check. Anybody got a radio check, audio check? Hello, hello, hello. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's Kurt W at? Yo, what's up, man? Welcome to Banter Richie B Live. What's happening? We are in the podcast studio, and as you can see behind me, there's no green screen. But you can see everything, all these beautiful gifts and all this love and all this hard work and research, right? Right? Kurt W, you gonna give me a radio check or what, bro? Clarity good? Audio good? Huh? Did a lot of work this week, man. A lot of work to try something totally new for you guys tonight. I am super pumped about it. I've tested it over and over again. I tested it so much. My no, not the mini HD broke like an hour and a half ago. And Super Jessica ran out to the store and found kind of an attachment to make it work, you know what I mean? But I thought it would be a lot more fun to kind of show you guys that we are researchers, right? This is life. This is research. This is research, right? I love the digital creations. I love all that stuff. But I think it's time to just come out and just say, hey, we're researchers, man, and just talk about it. You know what I mean? And that's what we're doing. So I'm going to throw something by you real quick. Of course, you know that we are all over the world right now. And we're going to be on every Roku television, every Amazon Fire Stick, worldwide on Dark Realm TV. Worldwide, baby. Media Squad. Get that Media Squad app. That is free. You will have the Banter Richie B. You'll see a lot of them. I've been playing a lot of my reruns on that and listening to it. And the audio's pretty awesome, man. I don't know. I laughed a bunch of times, you know. Kind of at myself, but, you know, Wojo's kind of funny too sometimes, you know, once in a while. But, yeah, right there to you too. I see him backstage calling me number one again. I know. But no, you got to get that because it's a process. And I announced it a while back, but it's a process. We have a radio station coming. The Banter with Richie B radio station. It's going to be global. 24/7, 365, man. It's going to be awesome. And get out the Media Squatch app and throw your headphones on or your earbuds in while you're at work if you can, if it's allowed, and listen to some of it because it still makes sense just listening to it because, as you know, we like to educate, right, while we're out there. It's just awesome. I really enjoyed it. It was a good listen. And I have a lot of ADD, so if I can do it, you can do it. I don't want to hear no excuses. Oh, yeah, you like my Bigfoot Monopoly? BDA got me that for Christmas. Don't worry, Wojo got moonshine, but I don't drink, so he got me Monopoly. It's pretty cool, ain't it? So yeah, a lot of good stuff. So we're gonna get Wojo in here. Also H-Low Media. Check us out on H-Low Media. That's like a hunting wilderness type platform. Sorry, my asthma's bothering me for some reason. That is really cool. You got to check out H-Low Media, H-Low Outdoors. Go check us out over there. Hello to everybody. Now, if you notice, I'm wearing glasses. Well, my TV, which is my monitor, is across the room. I have one of those like crazy like things that you can do different angles with the TV. And I pulled it out as far as I could, and I'm like, okay, I can't see nothing. So I had to dig into the old bag of old people's things. Let's get Wojo out here to say hi to everybody because that is Richie, the emotion in much of your audio. Can't make that. I can't. Fuchsia face. I don't know. It's telling me what emoji you use, but only in the formula. But thank you. I think that's a compliment, Benno. We're going to bring Wojo in to say hi to everybody, and hopefully one of us can actually see. So there is a little tweaking to do. But the studio's staying like this, and I'm going to tweak it. And I'm going to show you in a little while why we're leaving the studio like this. Because remember, we're here to share. We don't gatekeep. And we're here to educate. And we're here to learn from you. This is all of ours. This is your podcast, too. This is where you come to throw out suggestions and ideas, right? Benno says, shit. Yo, what's up, shit? All right. So, hey, let's get Wojo in here and say hi to everybody because the chat be buzzing. Zzz. Oh, by the way, I have a friend of mine here. Okay? Mr. Venza, Mr. Paul fucking Venza. Me and him have stories that we can't tell. But we do have a lot of stories that we can tell. Mr. Venza's been over in California for many years now. And the funny thing was, I was so quiet about my Bigfoot stuff that Mr. Venza didn't even know until my podcast kind of came out. Well, that works both ways. I didn't realize being out in Humboldt County, like an idiot. I'm an idiot. I should have said, hey, dude, by the way. Anyways, and doing the work he did, that he'd be out in those big red forests running around. He might know a thing or two about our friend, Mr. Bigfoot. Mr. Sasquatch, if you will, the Satunga, right? So let's get Wojo out here, and then we're going to bring up my boy Paul out, man. I've known him a long freaking time. And don't ask him any personal stories. Mary, keep your mouth shut, because Mary knows everything about me. So I know Mary's so loyal. She would never say nothing, right, Mary? Okay, good. Where's Wojo? Oh, here he is.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Boom! And Benno, I saw that comment. Boom! You get one, too. And by the way, Richie, you're wearing glasses now? Shit, we are getting old.
No, I've had glasses for like 6 years. I just don't wear them. And, you know, I want to do LASIK because I tried swinging at softballs with these things on. It just doesn't work. It ain't happening. Yeah, so I have to like put eye dry in, and then I put eye black in when I play at night under the lights so the glare don't kill my old eyes so I can still see the ball and hit it, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, you're right.
At the end of this podcast, I'm going to probably have to wear hearing aids because I'll tell you guys, you're in for a treat.
Oh, my God.
Damn good treat.
Mind blowing.
That's all I'm going to say.
They're about to see something that a podcaster / researcher probably has never done anywhere in the world. Anywhere.
Anywhere.
Just let you know. What's this? Oh. All right, sorry. All right, let's go, Wojo, because we got a lot of people in here tonight. They are flying in here, and they all love you more than me, so let's say hi.
Hi!
Hey, Brandy Sampson wins the race. She's first tonight.
GG. Right?
Followed up by a close second place there. Ernie Davio, as you can see. I got to remember which hands I'm pointing out. Wait, because I got to get over. You see Ernie's photo there. And I have a little announcement about that. So we're going to share that little bit of a story with Ernie Davio. And I let him know I was going to. So I think he's dude, this thing's flying. I can't even keep up with it. I'm not bringing names up. Hang on a minute. I got to hide that message because it's going so fast. Brandy, we already D Hooch in the house. What's up, D Hizzle? Watch out, Texas.
D Hizzle.
And then let's see what we got here. Let's go, POD in the house.
POD. Welcome.
Preston O'Donnell. Alpha Joe. Alpha Joe's in the house.
Only.
Dude, I can't even keep up with these. Maybe we'll break the record in chat tonight and get like 1,200 chats. John's here. What's up, John? Good to see you. God bless.
JT gift.
Amazing producer Sam from Sam's Pretty Paranormal podcast on Friday nights. Absolutely killed it last night, by the way. The headphones were an air changer, right? Because you could hear everything so clear, and she was just herself, and she felt like she was in her own world. She wasn't worried about things going on around her, man, and she was just flowing, dude. I'm telling you, every podcast is going to get better and better and better. And I'm actually going to make an announcement about somebody in the audience that's going to be a podcaster on this very network, the Banter with Richie B podcast. Now, yeah, I'm going to tell the world. I don't care. I'm going to tell it. I am going to tell
the world.
Okay, fine. There she is right there. G. Tewksbury's coming to Banter with Richie B podcast network, everybody.
What
You're damn right she is. That's our familia. Yep. It's about 6 weeks out, but we're going to coach her on and show her how to use all the different little pieces of technology, and we're going to do what we do around here. We're going to help. I had a meeting with her just before the show to make sure, because I wanted to announce it. Our boy Denny O's here. What's up, Denny O? My boy, my spiritual brother right there, man. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anybody. Just bear with me, because I'm trying to get used to the new setup. Susan Ahern is in the house. Hello, Susan. Susan Ahern. She's in the house. All right, let's see. Oh, our boy Martin. Oh, by the way, Martin has like a camera aimed at his place with Starlink, right? Like he has a game camera of some sort, but it's with Starlink, and it's away from the house a little bit. I told him, let's get together and see if we can make that sucker live on the YouTube channel. Wouldn't that be cool? Because we do everything around here. We don't care.
Why not? Nobody else does. Let's do it.
Yeah, you guys don't even realize it. I just put pants back on. We never even saw it. Boom. Give me a boom for that.
Oh, boom. Here you go.
Dude, I can't even catch up. So listen, I've never had this happen. Let me go. There we go. All right, scrolling down. Oh, dude, it just keeps going. Kurt W's in the house. W. If I miss you, I love you. I'm sorry. Robin, someone said hi to Robin, but I didn't see Robin. But she's here. I know she is. Amanda Lombardo, another amazing podcaster on Wednesday nights, 8 to 9. Killing it herself, getting rolling. She's going to be moving on from Japan to Sicily. And we're going to get to catch all the cool things about all these different locations, right? And our boy Benno, we mentioned earlier. There's Benno. Benno's in the house. I'm trying to see if I see anybody new.
Yes, there is.
Just keep singing Benno's in the house. Oh, here we go. What's this?
Mr. Digital Extreme.
Welcome. Oh, all right. I'm definitely a researcher. All right, good. Well, thank you. Welcome to the show. And please add something. You see something, be respectful, and just add something to it, because we're going to have a conversation with Paul. We're going to learn a little bit about him. And then we'll probably pop up some videos that, you guys might have seen, but he hasn't. We want to get his insight on that. And then, then things are going to happen. That's all I'm going to say. I'm so happy about this. I've never been so excited for a show. It's like my first show again. You know what I mean? Everybody like the background behind me? Give me some love. What's up? Chet is here. Chet, God bless you and your family, brother. We're praying for you. And Susan says it's stupid cold out tonight, and I wanted to sit under the moon. I know, me too, but it's here. Yeah. It's here tomorrow night too, guys, by the way. I'm on daddy duty till 6. I have no problem going out there at 7. I'm not scared. Just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. The emotion, much of your audio.
You left the door open? Really?
Yeah, the door's wide open, son.
Oh, my God.
Rachel's here. Hey, Rachel, what's up? Everybody get over to Rachel's Adventures. Like and subscribe. Even though she was yelling at me last night. Rachel, just so you know, I'm on every show. I'm just in the background doing things, making sure I'm supporting and viewing. And every once in a while, I will comment. So thank you for loving Sam the way you do. She deserves every bit of attention, trust me. And it showed last night. So you guys were awesome. There was like 579 chats in that. Mm-hmm. 579.
Yep.
Right? And here I type. Over there, not a lot of them are. Coincidentally, an old friend. Yeah. Oh, I missed the rest of that. I'm sorry. Mary. I'm just checking. It's Rachel again. So Michelle Wilfong's here. Hi, Michelle.
Hey, Michelle.
Hello. Michelle Wilfong's in the house. Tim Vogel. Hey, everyone. Hand pink waving. Hand pink waving. Hand pink waving. Hand pink waving. That's all we get. It comes from, I don't know why they do that. It's silly. All right. I think I got everybody.
Hi, Lori Ladd.
Rachel, I'm thinking Mary's stories are from Richie back in the day. Yeah, we got to keep them hush. We don't want Mary telling stories. No, Mary don't tell stories. She's loyal. She would check with me first to see if she could. You know what I'm saying? Mm. All right. I think that's everybody. BDA's in here too somewhere. I saw BDA. Lori Ladd is here. Lori Ladd, hello. I think I got everybody now with Lori Ladd, unless someone just came in. If I missed a shout out to you, I apologize. Again, I'm just getting used to my new system. I do have I think it's like a 32-inch TV. I think I need like a 50-inch TV. You know what I'm saying? Like a big old monitor. But this monitor is going to come in quite handy in about 40 minutes when things change drastically. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Smith. Yeah, I think that's
they don't have the pink middle finger, Richie. Yeah, well. I'm sure if they did, I would be notified. So, Wojo, would you, what do you think? You want to bring Paul right in? Because Paul's fired up with this stuff, man. He gets fired up with this stuff. Now, this is new to me, too, because I'm learning his knowledge and his different stories about out there. And even the migrational theory on that place, I've always had, I say they're nomadic, but I say they're nomadic here because the land isn't vast enough to be migrational, right? I just don't see them leaving Massachusetts to go somewhere way up in Maine and get readjusted again to all the different things that happened over the summer and the fall, re-breaking trees and going, putting themselves out there for exposure. I just don't see that. So, but over there, that's a huge, vast forest, and you could probably just walk for for days without seeing roads. You know what I mean? Here you can't. So that's the difference, I think. You know what I mean? That's one of the theories we discussed. I thought was a great back and forth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
So,
he's
man
of many talents.
Look at Mary. Mary's like, shut the F up, Rich, and bring Paul in. Mr. Venza, you're coming in, Mr. Venza. You ready? All right, pants off or no admission. Sorry. Here he is. Here he is, Mr. Venza.
Hello, my gentlemen. Good to see you
What's
all.
up, brother?
Good to see you,
Well,
man.
I mean, you guys have such chemistry. I'm excited to be here.
Oh, we're excited to have.
I'm excited.
We're excited to have. Someone's
Thank
playing
you.
Red
I
Rover.
appreciate that.
Look at Susan's over here playing Red
Red
Rover.
Rover.
Yeah, Red Rover. Bring Paul right over.
Oh, wow.
It's got to be the moon.
Well,
It's got Susan tweaking.
You know, you had mentioned that POD was in your messaging. POD? Did you say Preston Odell? POD?
I don't know. Is that your boy?
Yeah.
Look, he builds my race cars. That's all he does.
Yeah, I knew.
He's just
is that one of your boys there?
he's a master fabricator, bro. This guy is like brought me to the next level. Like POD.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give you a shout out.
Paul races cars, man. So that's what he's talking about. Who's this? The Prod Winter? Is that your boy? Who's that?
It's a Preston Odell, and he is an amazing
the Prod
race
Winter
car. Preston Odell, yeah, he's amazing. He's a guy
I thought that
incredible.
was a different name. I'm talking about what's in front of us.
No, it's POD, Preston Odell, and he is just a phenomenal individual.
Awesome, man. Pleasure to meet you, brother.
He can build some race cars, bro.
Good. I might need
Awesome.
one. Eric Vogel's in the house, legend. What's up, Mr. Legend? Everybody say hi to my boy Paul, please. Paul and I go way back, and we've been spiritually connected from day one, man. That's my brother, and I'd do anything for that.
Hey, a brother from another mother.
That's the bottom line right there, man. What the hell's it?
Brother
Paul,
from another mother.
Paul.
Yes.
Paul, tell me this.
Yes, sir.
Tell me. I'd like you to tell me a story. I'd like you to tell me the story of kind of how I wanted to start kind of where we went to California, right? You get to California, and I want you to share a little bit about what you did for work, because I think that coincides with being in the woods all the time, right? But I want you to share that story with a very good friend of mine, if you don't mind. You don't mind sharing? I don't know if you recognize her or not. Let's see.
Well, hello there.
Oh, it double clicked. There she is.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
I'm a man of many surprises, everybody. This is Paul's sister over here in Massachusetts.
I've got my glasses too.
Yeah,
I've got
there you
my
go.
My hometown.
When's the last time you guys actually got to see each other?
It's a pleasure to meet you. It really is. I mean, I'm over here on the West Coast, and I'm so far from home, but it's great to see you.
I love you.
Hey,
back at you, girl.
Listen, I figured you guys, because you have a shitty Android, you don't have FaceTime. So I figured what I would do is bring Paul's sister on. I reached out to her and said, "Hey, I got dude on."
Are you kidding me right now? Get back the truck up.
Yeah.
Shut the front door. Shut the front door.
Can you see her?
Are you serious? Are you being serious?
Can you see her?
Can you see her?
Oh my God. I see her.
It took
Are you serious right now?
That's Gail.
Oh my God. That's my sister, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yes. That's my gift to you.
We had on.
Dude, I don't even know what to say right now. I was not expecting this.
I know.
Oh my gosh, Gayla. I call her Gayla. Gayla is my love. I can't believe this. This is overwhelming.
Yes.
You know, coming from you, Richie B, I don't expect anything different. This is amazing.
Yeah, man. I made sure I took care of you both because I love you both. And I know you don't get to lay eyes on each other. You might talk here and there, but you don't get to lay eyes on each other. And I have the platform to allow that, man. And I'm going to tell you both something right now. Listen,
thank you.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something right now. if you guys ever want to just sit, listen, if you ever just want to meet here, I know he doesn't stop talking, Gabe, right? If you ever just want to meet here and have a conversation off the air, just a meeting, like a Zoom meeting with your sister, all you got to do is click a link and you both can sit here and talk and see each other's families and have that connection again, okay? I want you to have that. Because I knew your mom, okay? And that was
Rich. My mom loved you. My mom loved you, Rich.
I know.
My mom loved you.
And she was stoic as a human being. Stoic. That's
Your
the best way.
mom loved me.
I know.
Your mom loved me, bro. Your mom was a powerful woman, and I love her so much.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. And
Awesome.
And I know your mom would want you two laying eyes on each other. You understand that?
Dude, this is like blowing my mind right now. I can't believe my
We put it to you this way: it's a record that he shut up this long because he's like
what,
saying, hey,
what
like, does he know it's his sister?
Yeah, you took him a minute.
What did you just do? This is amazing.
I brought your sister in to listen to you tell us about California, and when you get out there, you know what I mean?
Coming from Richie, I don't doubt it, but like my sister, bro, this is like blood right here. This is amazing.
Yeah, well, I love you both, and
I
I'm
love
glad
you too.
you guys are here on the Banter with Richie B podcast, and
Thank
that's badass.
you.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Everybody's super excited on the side, and
Yes.
our audience, Wojo, right? They're such compassionate people. These people, we're all
Dude,
connected, man.
I need to recollect myself right now.
Okay.
My sister is on the screen.
Yeah,
I just can't believe it.
that means we gotta behave.
I can't. Well, I love my Gala. I mean, that's my sister. That's my blood, Ricky. And thank you, Wojo. All of you guys. Thank you so much for this.
Everybody on the side knows that I throw a mean curveball, brother.
Yes.
So,
I mean, I know you play softball, but I didn't know your curveball was this extreme.
Listen, first time ever I've gotten you. Let's face it. All right, you've always been ready for my shit. All right, brother. But this
Richie,
time I get to get you. Say something to your sister.
Richie.
Say something to your sister. We'll wait for you. You want us to leave?
Well, no, you can stay right here. I just coming home in April, and I'm so looking forward to seeing my sister.
Yes.
I mean, she's been just an extremely important person in my life, and I don't get to see her often, and I'm just so blessed. Richie, you just blew my mind, bro. I cannot believe you just did this.
We go boom. That's what we do. We give out the boom.
You know,
we'll all have to get together.
Oh yeah,
all of us.
Wojo, I mean, I'm glad you're a part of this because this is a huge moment right now for me because I never get to see my sister. I'm so many thousands of miles away, and this is very, very special. Richie, Wojo, what did you just do? What did you do?
Brought your sister on, brother. You haven't seen it in a while. I'm getting the Italian that moves out of you right now. I love it.
I am overwhelmed.
Good.
Overwhelmed.
I love you. I'm going to watch you guys do your thing. I want you to get on with your content, and I'm ready. I'm watching. I love you. I'll see you in April. We can hug.
Oh, gosh, can we ever, girl? I got a picture of you and me and Cheryl together, and I cherish that moment.
And I'll bring you guys out Bigfooting with me.
Yes. Hey, I looked a lot younger then. But thank you.
It is what it is.
I love you, Gayla.
I love you too. So have fun. Enjoy. Love you, Rick. Thank you so much, guys. Yes. Take care.
Oh my goodness. You just blew my mind. You just blew my mind, bro. You just blew my mind. Are you kidding me right now? I mean, I know you've been had Gail's support the whole time, and you've been with her and sponsoring her and done so much for her.
Yeah,
but
listen,
dude, you're
untouchable. She's untouchable, bro. She's untouchable when you're not here. You know that.
You blew my mind. I mean, you're a brother from another mother, and you just proved it. Yeah, that's all I got to say. You proved it. That's amazing, bro. I don't even know what to say right now.
Paul, I'll tell you, everybody on the chat room around the world, man, are very touched by all this. Because that's what we do. We bring people together. Even with or without Bigfoot or anything, this is what we do.
Yeah.
Wojo,
That
Richie,
is a
you guys
moment that I
incredible.
love right there.
I
love
mean,
you, bro.
you just threw something at me that was so priceless. You don't even know what that just did for me mentally, on my mental health. My mental health. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All
Thank
right,
you.
back to the show. No, I'm kidding. That's awesome, man. I'm glad.
I got text messages coming in over it right now.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Wait.
Give a shout out to POD and Darren.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Hey, welcome. Listen, time out. I'm going to welcome you brothers from California. Thank you guys for being here, man. Thank you for having my boys back on the left coast. It means a lot to me, man. He's an awesome dude, and he would absolutely jump in a vat of friggin' whatever for you. I mean, this guy would go to the ends of the earth once you have his loyalty. That's the bottom line. Lisa Silver, if you will, says hello to Paul. Lisa and Jim Rose, long time no see. Right? You remember Lisa? Those people saved my life, took me off the streets.
Oh, my God. We're going some flashbacks here, man. This is amazing.
I know. We get to talk about Bigfoot and go over some evidence, and we got my new setup that I'm going to show everybody.
Well, I mean, I'm blown away by what you guys have going. You guys are really, your chemistry together has just got me dumbfounded. You guys are really great together. You're showing the evidence. You're putting out the proof. You're giving people a chance to interact and show the criticism. But I just think you guys have got something here, and I'm so proud of you. So proud of you.
Brother. Thank you. Thank you. So, hey, I got a question for you, and it pertains to Darren's in the house. This is Darren.
Darren, he's POD, bro. That's the race cars.
Oh,
I mean, without him, we can't race. Without Darren, we can't race. Without Preston, we can't
say hi
do
to him.
cars.
He's right there, man. You say hi to him.
Jerry, he helps me with the dirt track.
Well, say hi to him. All right, we get it. Say hi to the guy. You're leaving him sitting here. Hi, Darren. Just say hi.
Hello. Hi, Darren. Hello.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello, Darren.
I got you, Darren. Don't worry. The kid is twisted right now. I twisted him up. So tell me, can I ask you a question? Because you went out to Bigfoot land, Humboldt County, 25 years ago or so, and you started with tankers in the woods, right? Something like that. Was your company? Right?
Yeah. The Friday Ridge fire. Correct.
All right. So tell everybody what you did there, though. What is it that you did? You got in the truck. You took the water somewhere. Blah blah blah. Tell them that story.
Okay, so there's a Friday Ridge fire. I'm an ICS, Incident Command, Risk Management, Risk Assessment. I was a firefighter, and I ended up getting my own tender. I went out into the forest, and we fought the Friday Ridge fire. That's what brought me. We know how devastating the fires can be out here in California, and I just wanted to be part of that to help the community. And that's how I got started out here in Humboldt County, through the firefighting efforts to try to save, our community. And that's basically how it started. A tender, running a water truck, and shuttling water to the firefighting efforts. Yes.
Out in the woods, right?
Oh, the woods.
The forest fire?
I mean, this place is vast. And, we got a lot of communities to protect here. If the fire gets out of control, we could use communities. We've, loss of life, loss of property. So it's very important to, the firefighting effort here in Northern California is extreme. We have lightning strikes, and they will start fires throughout the community and the forest. And it's very important that we get all the firefighters we can that have knowledge to know about what we're doing. But I was just blessed to be trained, and I learned a lot. I became an incident command officer, risk management, risk assessment, and I was able to get my ICS and 1, 2, 3, and 5, and 7, safety officer revised. And I'm just blessed to be part of fighting this fear that we have here when it comes time for dry lightning strikes. I mean, we have a lot of forest, a lot of dry lightning, and it causes devastation. And I'm just proud to be, all my firefighting community. These guys are incredible. They do a lot, which is unseen. And these guys are saving lives every day, saving property and saving lives. And I'm just proud to be, I mean, I'm nowhere near where they're at. These guys are incredible. And we got to give a shout out to our firefighters here in the Six Rivers National Forest. They're saving lives and property. And that's what it comes down to.
No doubt. Shout out for that for sure, man. And you know what's funny? I was telling everybody a little bit on the intro that, you know, I had this stuff happening to me in my backyard when I bought the property in Bridgewater. And I remember you saying to me, I didn't even know you were into this stuff. And this was months ago, and we were talking, and you're like, I didn't even know you were into this stuff, dude. I have a lot of information like about Bigfoot and stuff. And I'm like, we're going, really, dude? And because I was so quiet about it, obviously, you know, the research wasn't able to grow until I got that passion from Jack and starting my podcast where I came out of the Bigfoot closet. But this is what I'm telling you guys. These are people that were close to me. Wojo is somebody that knew me. Paul knew me. I mean, we talk and when we talk deep and for a long time. And I didn't let any of it out of the bag until obviously I had the passion from losing Jack. And you said to me, you were like, dude, I didn't know you were into that stuff. And then you started telling me more about Bigfoot because you're in Humboldt County, right? That's where you were anyways. Right?
I mean, I'm here.
Yeah.
25 years I've been tracking him. 25 years I've been a cryptozoologist. I mean, at first I was an amateur cryptozoologist, but now, you know, 25 years, bro. 25 years. Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy. So did you start having experiences or anything like that with him? What made you kind of go looking for it? I know you're a curious dude. I get that. You're like me. You got to get all the information.
Well, no, I mean, I worked for, that's a good answer. And I worked for the Carpenters, and the Carpenter Ranch is in Burnt Ranch, and they have been around for hundreds of years. The Carpenters are a ranch that went back into the middle of the 1800s. And I was a cattle counter. So I would mend fences and count cattle, and I would journey through the forest of Humboldt County and the Trinity County, and I would count the cattle that they had because they would just let them graze throughout the mountains, and then I would have to keep track of them. So I was honored to get the job as a cattle counter and a fence mender, and I found a lot of springs, you know, like where the cattle would group together to be able to drink water. And I found a lot of areas where the cattle were kind of, you know, getting together to be able to get the water they needed. Because in Humboldt County, you know, if you're away from the river 2-3 miles, you need to find a spring. And that's kind of where the cattle kind of hung out. And then I started seeing symbols and signs of, you know, I just want to say a Bigfoot. You know, I saw footprints. I saw structures in the woods of trees with X's and on game trails. And I just started getting really curious. So I started getting with the Bigfoot Museum and some of the people who were involved with that, and started getting castings. And, you know, I learned a lot from the locals around here, and got a lot of great stories and knowledge of this. And it all started from the Carpenter Ranch. Counting cattle is what I was doing, counting cattle.
That's crazy. And, you know, you never think of that, right? Well, you never think of that. Like, he would go to where the water is. And if the water's far away from the river, well, the cattle's there, but someone else might be there too, right? Think about it, Wojo.
No, absolutely. I mean, it's that ecosystem that they have. And it is pretty fascinating that being in that part of the world where it's all vast and whatever, I mean, yeah, you can attract a lot of other other animals and so on and so forth. But but when you're talking about structures and cast, Paul, you want to talk about like the size of the cast that you were finding out there?
Well, I mean, you know, I didn't know much about it, so I got with a couple people within the Bigfoot Museum, and they gave me some lessons on how to cast. And if I ever found something, they wanted to be immediately notified, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to cast it, and they wanted to teach me how to do that. So I mean, I'm virgin at this time, and you know, a lot of people were thinking it was a bear that was burnt in a fire. And, you know, a lot of bear footprints are kind of similar to a footprint, a human footprint with no hair. So we thought they might have been a burned bear that might have get caught in a forest fire, and they were leaving footprints around. So then when they came out and they actually casted, they found the imprints in the fingerprint. Like we all have an identification through our fingerprint, and they casted them, and they found that a lot of those were found in Montana. So they're notifying, they're like, hey, look, this individual has traveled from Northern California and the Trinity National Forest all the way to Montana. And it's through the imprint in your fingerprint. They kind of give you a cast, just like if you go to law enforcement and they kind of fingerprint you and they know who you are. Well, right. This is the case when it comes when they found them, and they found the same imprints in Montana. So that's a great vast distance from here, from Northern California to Montana. So they were able to contribute that species, or they were moving, they were migrating. Some of them don't, some of them stay local, but they did find that those casts came from Montana as well as Northern California. Yeah, I mean, it made me realize, it opened my eyes, Richie. It opened my eyes.
Oh, it opens your eyes, all right, bro. Mm-hmm. It opens your eyes wide, fast sometimes, and sometimes slow. It's been a process here, and we've gained their trust, and we feel that they, like Wojo's been a catalyst for communication, trying to communicate with them, you know what I mean, in different ways, and it's been a wild trip, right, Woj? I mean, it's been crazy, dude. Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, describe it. Yeah, I mean, we've learned through like other people around the country. Everyone, has like a gifting stump, gifting rock. Well, we found out in the middle of these woods a gifting, a chair, and I told Richie, I said, "Geez, why don't we put a gift on there for them?" And I don't know. Some people have used like a raspberry, like donut, whatever. Well, we don't have those around here that I couldn't find. But I was at the store and I found what you call zingers. Zingers are like a Twinkie that's raspberry coated with coconut and with the cream filling in there. And so we left it on the chair, and one day we put it out there, and then the following day we came back. It was like perfectly torn. You could see like puddles of I thought it was like water, but I'm like, what is that? But it was like saliva because it was so slippery, and you could smell it. And we found
biscuit, yeah,
2 different tracks in the compost, a size 14 by 7.5, and a size 17 by 7. And I go, Rich, what is this? And then that's when we decided to start gifting the chair and try to strum up of a form of communication, which later on we added golf balls, different colored golf balls with our names on it, so on and so forth. And they do react to, since they're part of nature. If I use rocks as they're like the family out there, and they would move the rocks around, and they move Richie's ball further away from us to say, that Richie, because he's has the camera on live, telling us that he's like the leader, let's say, and I'm the gifter, because they had all the peanut butter jars that I would leave out with them, the zingers, and put it right beside my ball beside the wrappers and the other stuff. So it's pretty unique stuff. It's a lot to take in because that's why we take before and after pictures. That's why we do the lives, gathering data to try to understand as they try to communicate with us.
Yep. Well, I mean, that's important to say, gathering the data. I mean, you guys are taking the initiative and going outside the box. And, that's great to hear that you're actually making an effort, and you're not going to learn unless you think outside the box. And props to you guys for doing that. I mean, that's pretty amazing that you're thinking outside the box. I'm really, that's wonderful.
Yeah, I love it. I love the whole connection that Wojo and I have, and it carries on to them, and it carries on to the woods, and it's wild, man. And we're gonna get to some points that I want to, talk to you about, that evidence that we have gotten a hold of.
I look forward to that. I look forward to that. Yes, that's. I look forward to that.
Yeah, and that's what we're gonna do. Hang on. Oh, first kind's here. Sorry, I didn't have my glasses on, so I couldn't see the screen. Isn't that weird? I'm used to having the screen right in front of my face during my show, and now I'm like, hey, did you say hi to Mary, by the way? Did I have you say hi to Mary?
Hi, Mary. Hello, Mary.
Newberg.
Hello,
Mary.
Hello, Darren. Hello,
Mary
POD.
Parker to you, I think it was. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, we do get good feedback. That's a good point right there. We do get a lot of good feedback. We do get a lot of good responses. It's amazing what we've come up with, and I got to tell you, a lot of it is because of the people on the side, because we do bounce things off of them. We have conversations in the wood with our live audience, who has become like family to us. We do like, hey, what about this? Or what about this theory? You guys have any ideas for the gifting chair? And they're like, yeah, try this. You know what I mean? So we do that. Yeah, and I think it's huge when you're researching to open those gates wide up and have those conversations. He's going to bed. Alpha Joe's going to go to bed. He's over in the UK, by the way.
Hey, what's up, Alpha Joe? Get some rest, buddy. Get some rest,
man. You're looking rough, bro. Come on now. Take some 99. Take some melatonin. Catch us on Tuesday.
Yeah, you got a long day tomorrow, so get some rest.
Yeah, it was Parker. Mary says it was Parker when I met him. Mary Parker. I used to borrow their couch once in a while. You remember.
Are you serious? Are you going with the Parker? Like Parker?
Yeah. Mary, his wife at the time. Yeah, she's saying hi to you.
Right now? Oh my gosh, dude.
She's saying hi to you. You used to drop me off there like 3 a.m. Mary.
Hello, sweetheart. Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh yeah.
What a beautiful entity she is.
She was awesome, man. She's still here. She's my girl, man.
That's wonderful to hear.
Yeah. Oh, she's so loyal, dude. Come on, man. She's a loyal human, dude. You know what I mean? She got stories about me, dude. Forget about it.
She put up with us, and she put up with Steve. But she put up with us, and she put up with Steve.
I hope your ears are burning. He's up in Maine.
He up in Maine?
Yeah, true story, man. Yep. Steve's got some good stories.
We got a ranch up there. Yeah, we got a ranch up in Maine, up in Sweden.
I know. Your ass needs to get back here on the East Coast because I'm sick of this. All right, buddy? Not for these games.
Brother, I'm trying, man.
I'm going to piss off your boys from California if I keep saying it. Sorry, man. We got too much history. You can't keep them.
Well, my boy POD, Preston Odell, and Darren, they all know who you and Wojo are, and, like, they're overwhelmed. Like, you might have been on the phone with Preston back when we talked. And Preston builds all my chassis and all my race cars, and he's a phenomenal race car builder, and he's just, the king of the area. And he just thinks you are the coolest, bro. He just loves you. He ain't never met you, but like he spoke to you on the phone, and he thinks you're phenomenal. I mean, just know that.
That was the dude that was talking that night. All right, I got you now. I'm with you, man. Hey, pleasure to have you here, bro. I hope you stick around and enjoy what we do. We bring it to you. You know what I mean? And we leave everybody's mind open. And that's the key to it, right? Leave everybody's mind open. Let them say what they feel, man. Even if it's something that we might think is completely bizarre, we still got to have the conversation to find out why they think like that.
That's a great answer. That's a great answer.
And somewhere in that process, you're going to hear something where you go, no shit, that happened to us. 9 out of 10. So if you shut that door and you laugh at them because they think Bigfoot's got 5 legs and 2 heads, you're an idiot because you're not sharing. You got to share, man. Have the conversation. Speaking of that, what is the craziest thing you learned about Bigfoot?
Good. That's a great answer that you're saying that, you know.
You, bro. Thank you. What's the craziest thing about Bigfoot, man?
The craziest thing about Bigfoot?
Steve's not in here.
Steve, what do we got here? You asking me?
No, you, yeah.
Well, I mean, he's here, bro. I mean, we just got to realize, there's a lot of unbelievers and people that don't believe, but we got to realize that where I'm at here in Humboldt County in the Emerald Triangle, he's prevalent. He's here. And a lot of people want to laugh at you and think you're crazy or whatever they say, but the evidence speaks for itself. They have castings, they have evidence. The one thing that we're looking for is follicles. So when you're in the forest and we're hunting and we're tracking and we're doing the things we do, if they go under a branch or under a tree and they rip some of their hair off, you want some of them follicles. So you can go back and get the DNA evidence, you know. And so like when I'm tracking Sasquatch or Bigfoot, we're looking for hair. We're looking for something that got pulled off of their skin and pulled out some follicles. And if you see hair matted up on a tree where they dove underneath and they got caught and some of it ripped out, I mean, that's where we're going to get the DNA. But there's overwhelming evidence that it is a fact. And I'm not crazy. I mean, I've got a company I run. I got a family. You know, I there's a lot of things going on in my life that make me a professional. So I'm not going to dive into something that is just, you know, something that people consider crazy, you know, but I've actually witnessed events and have spoken to elders in the Native American community that, you know, it's real. He's here. And that's a fact. And yes, they wonder why there's no evidence. How come you don't find a Bigfoot skeleton? How come you don't find skeleton remains? You know, and these types of things. And these are the questions that I hear. Well, the natives that I've spoken to, you know, this was back in 01, 02, 03. So we're talking 25, 23, 24 years ago, which they're long past. But they would let me know that they monitored the game trails and that they had a relationship with the Sasquatch for generations. And the natives in Hoopa, Yurok, Klamath, Hoopa, all these different natives would monitor their game trails. And if they were, you know, ill or injured or old or whatever the fact may be, they would gather their skeletal remains or maybe their, you know, their full body, and they would bury them in Native American burial grounds. Can you imagine that? They would take these Bigfoots and they would take them because they knew their game trails, and they would bury them in Native American burial grounds. And so you know you can't go near a Native American burial ground. It's impossible. It's just not going to happen. Well, that's where I was told that you're going to find a lot of the remains from the Sasquatch that might have been found on the game trail that they monitor. So people are like, well, how come we don't find remains? Well, that's because the natives are monitoring their game trails and where they're using the paths to be able to get to Montana, like I just mentioned to you, and they know their areas, and they will take them and remove them and bury them in their Native American burial grounds. And that just blew my mind. I'm like, okay, well, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, that makes a lot of sense to me.
Right?
I mean, think about
it. Indigenous native elder is correcting you. We have.
I mean, these are 99-year-old, 95-year-old Native Americans that go back to when their grandfather talked about it when they were young. Yeah. And they overlook and oversee the travel migration paths of Sasquatch, and they are worshipped by the Native Americans. They're part of their existence. They live together, they work together, they hunted together. Before the white man came over and took over the western part of the United States, they were part of their existence, and they worked with each other, they communicated with each other, and they hunted together. And they have a bond, and that's irreplaceable. It's an irreplaceable bond, and they were with each other, and they continue on that trajectory, even though we're still here and we got computers and internet and all these things. Well, the natives are deeply connected to the earth, and they have their own privacy, and they don't relinquish much to many. And that kind of blew my mind when they said that they're burying the skeletal remains of Sasquatch in their Native American burial grounds. And that made a lot of sense to me.
No, very interesting. Very interesting. We reach out and we've been guided. Can you guys see that on the screen right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. We have we call her a family member, Elder Medicine Bearclaw from Blackfoot out in California. And she's amazing. So she says indigenous native by the way, we have interacted with them. I'm one of the researchers. She is. She's the one of the ones that is on our lives, and we're friends, we're family, and we appreciate her. You know what I mean? So
and I'm glad you said that, because she has knowledge that you can't get, because she has generations of knowledge that she's sharing. And thank you for sharing. I appreciate her sharing that, because that they really want to keep it tight knit, and they really are keeping this close to who they are, and they don't want to let it out. So for her to share that information, thank you for that. Thank you.
Oh, check this out. This is a Scaniverse video. I'm gonna let it play for a minute. I got it on loop, and you can see the different toes in it and stuff like that. This is located on property that's connected to my backyard. So check that out. Wojo, if you don't mind, you discuss it with them. I'll put you guys up on the screen. I'm gonna kick it off to the side, and I'm gonna step out real quick, and I'll be right back, everybody. So enjoy the Wojo and Paul Venza show.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I can't put my name. Apparently, I'm still Sam's Pretty Paranormal, by the way, too. So my if I put my name up, it says I'm Sam's Pretty Paranormal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Don't judge me.
I'm not.
Yeah. So yeah, we behind Richie's house. He has 3 acres of land that abuts to 94 acres of conservation land, and this is Scaniverse. Verse. So, and it does that 3D render them here. And you can see how the weight shifts down. You see that, Paul?
Yes.
You see the mid-tarsal break right there?
I do.
Of the foot? Yeah. So, I believe this was the 17 by 7 foot that we found in the compost, and we find different size, numerous tracks that we find, prints and whatever. And what's cool about this picture is how the weight shifts from the heel to the toes. So you look at the heel, and you look in the middle, you can see how the grass is kind of pushed down, but the toes, how it crimps down.
They're in movement. They're moving forward, and they're on an aggressive pace.
Mm-hmm. And you can see right here coming around, you can see how it just drags the toes. Okay. We see right. You can see the big toe right there, Paul. Okay. It's a left foot.
Dude. Perfect. Look at that. Stop right there if you can. Yeah. No, I see it.
Yeah,
they're in motion. They're in motion.
Yeah. So yeah, we do find different size tracks. We also find them in the snow. Last year was probably, oh my God, hundreds and hundreds of trails of prints that we measured from heel to toe. I think it was 44-inch stride, a 55-inch stride, and a 73-inch stride.
Wow! So you got juvenile. You got some juvenile there.
Yes.
Yeah, you got some juvenile with the parents for sure, with the adults. I would love to get a research team out there and try to get some casting of those. And with the Bigfoot Museum here in Willow Creek, we would love to come out and cast some of those. And I know they're difficult being in the pine straw and whatnot, but I mean, every time I come across a track, I am told that I need to contact and get somebody out there to cast them. So do you have somebody there, or is it yourselves that are casting? Are you casting those yourself? Okay. Yeah. Do you have any of those present, in your inventory?
Oh yeah, we well, it's in Rich will probably show you once he gets on. We do have some foot casts. We also have a cast of an 8-inch print, 8 inches by 3 inches across. That was in the ice in a bog. Okay.
Yep.
That when we poured it in, it froze over.
Well, bogs are
so cold out.
You said a bog?
That it was in a bog, yes. And so because you can see where it shifts its weight forward, and as it lifts up its foot, the snow would just drops down about approximately an inch from the.
Hey, you guys mind if I join the conversation?
Oh my
What's
goodness!
up, everybody?
What just happened?
Welcome to Banter with Richie B. I'm the weatherman. This is a piece of our evidence that we've had and we've reviewed before, but look how we get to see it now.
Lights.
Watch this shit. Now I might drop you guys and let you have your. Or maybe we can go to the side. So I'm like, no, let's do this. No, that's Wojo. No, that's Wojo. That's terrible. So check it out. We'll do this, right?
That'll work.
Oh, wait. Let me do this. Oh, I can't do it like that. I have to go here. Let me go here. Wojo's there. Let's move Wojo. Oh, here it is.
Look at this, guys.
Check this out. This is what I've been working on for my people. This is what we got. Let's go. You ready? I even got a pointer. You like my pointer? It's actually a candy cane, right? It gets green on it so it can disappear, but it has red and white. You see what I'm saying? Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime girl. Remember that guy? So check it out. You guys remember this picture?
I do.
Do you remember it?
I remember.
Okay. So check it out. This is the type of shows we're going to be having. We're going to break down structures, prints, you name it. All the evidence you've seen, we're going to see it differently because I put it up like this and I see different things in it. Now check it out. Remember this guy? Walnut head. That's what I call him. Oh, yes, Teacher Richie. I see y'all talking. This is a game changer. Yeah, how many podcasters do this shit? All right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we got some aliens with a chance of Bigfoot. Hang in there. I'm a weatherman. Weatherman's in the house. Now, look at this. Remember we talked about the eye socket, guys? And you can only see it on that little screen. Now look it. Look it right here. Follow my candy cane. It goes to the point. This is what I was trying to explain to people at night. It's hard to see. And it goes up like this, and then it comes all the way around the back. But look in the middle, that little black circle with a little glimmer right there. You see him gleaming? I think it's because he was like 50 feet from me. And he was like, oh, yeah, look at that sexy cat. Check it out. See the gleam in the eye? There's the black circle, right? You see it? Now, listen. I've been looking for the other eye. I couldn't see it until I made it like this. Now, watch. It's right there. Look on this side of the light. There's a little black spot. And on the other side of the light, you can see the rest of the eye. Do you guys see it now? Right? And then look at it. You take this and go across. And there's the eyes right there, the level right across. You guys see that?
Phenomenal. I do.
You see that? Now watch. Remember the teeth, guys? Look it. I'm going to shut that ticker off because you guys already know you got to buy the damn merch, all right? Stop your bullshit. So let's take that ticker off and let's do some freaking research together, all right?
Freaking research.
Yeah, freaking bullshit. Look at it. Here's the teeth. Remember the teeth?
Oh my goodness!
Remember down here the teeth? Look at the row of teeth. So if you weren't able to catch it before, you can definitely see it now. Right there. You see that shit?
Who took this photo? Who took this?
Oh, that's Wojo on his. Oh, the only thing a Samsung is good for is taking pictures. Other than that, they suck. So listen. So
just say Wojo. That's all you need to say.
Listen. I'm like, listen. I said, dude, he's getting close, man. Zoom in with that one tool phone you have and use the only tool that's good on it. And he zooms in and boom, dude. Oh, look at YouTubers here. I hope Richie don't stop pooping and making alien sounds. Mind your business. Drink your water. There's a hurricane off the coast of Florida approaching the Bermuda Triangle. Great. Thank you, Ron. Richie's so dang funny. All right, so listen up. Yeah, look at the mouth, right? Is this a game changer, guys? Do you remember seeing this before? You didn't see these details. Look at the lines in the head right here. Look at it. That's why I call him walnut head. Everybody thought I was nuts. See the lines? It's like, and I don't know what this thing is. What's this thing? It looks like something connected to his face. You know what I mean? Right? iPhone caught up. You're right. iPhone 17. Ask Andy because I got some pictures in there. So everybody can see this right now. Listen, what I did was, you got to be somewhat patient. I only have so many slots that I can use for the background, the backdrop, right? Where I always had Jack here. So I have to, like, I got like eight or 10 in there now. So I could click from picture to picture right now. But when we start replacing them, I have a folder set aside called background evidence. So what's going to happen is sometimes I have to crop them to make them fit. So we're going to learn as we go here, and I'm going to get better at it. But this is the beginning of amazing research that other people don't do, other podcasters or researchers don't do. Because, like I told you guys from a long time ago, you are the key to this shit, man. Your eyes, your critical thinking, your thought process, your willingness to discuss and research with us is the key to this. So I get to bring it to you now the way you deserve it to be brought to you, all right? Because all those little winky-dinky bullshit freaking screens, they gone. The only thing I can't do is show a video on this thing, trust me. She says, I am doing a good job. Oh, thank you, Teach. This is great method, Richie. Yeah, kudos. All right, dang. I know it's me and my thinking at night. I'm like, I can't sleep at night. So everybody sees the dude, right? Now I just got to learn. See, look at it. I can switch around. I still got my headphones on. No, I'm not going to wireless headphones. They sound tinny. So don't say it. I know someone's going to say it. All right, so I got enough to reach. But look over here. Look at this, like, cast of light or what. I don't know what that is. You see it? Right here? Yeah. This whole thing? It looks like Mr. Snuffleupagus gone sideways, right? Isn't that crazy? Right? And the cool thing is about this, guys, just the anticipation of what we're going to pop up next. Like the structures that you see on my phone, but we get to see live, right? You're going to get to see it. I know I'm making myself really big. Sorry, guys, I'm 6'7". So you guys are going to see, right? Now, Paul, this is what we've been dealing with, is these lights in the woods constantly. And Wojo zooms in and takes a picture. And behind that light is a being of sorts, right? I'm not claiming what I think it is. I'm just saying there's a light here, and back here is substance. There is a body of some sort. There is something back there. It's not just a light. Therefore, we as researchers, all of us together as researchers, have taken the orb theory and turned it upside down. Because most people, when I show them the picture without it zoomed in, what do they say, Wojo?
I don't know what.
Oh, my fucking God. It's an orb. How many times have you heard that was an orb?
Well,
I know.
You know,
Rich, they say.
Let me tell you something that we've noticed a lot in this area of Northern California. Whenever you see orbs, which are probably, bowling ball size, candlepin size, that within days you hear a lot of reports about Bigfoot in the area. So I'm not an expert with orbs, and I'm not an expert with Sasquatch, but I'll tell you that you'll get a lot of reports when you hear about orbs and you hear a lot about sightings of Sasquatch that they seem to be connected. Right. And again, I'm not an expert in this, but I'm telling you, somehow they're connected. Somehow they're connected.
I'm not saying they're totally not, and I'm not saying that they're not a primitive human on a higher level, a higher frequency where they can't produce something like that. I'm not saying
they might be observant like we are. They're just observing.
Correct, but I'm going to say this. This is where I've come to. My research started with flesh, blood, mud, and water. That's where it started. Okay. Now I went from there to primitive human. Okay. Now I believe not only are they primitive humans, that they have different abilities that we don't have because of the higher frequency they're on. Basically, imagine a Bigfoot can like fight Orzo. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he's just magical. You know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of being I think we're dealing with. But I also think other things come with him. I don't necessarily believe that he comes with them. I believe he's here and other things join him. And can some Bigfoots be abducted and be taken away and probed and slapped around and taught to do new things? Sure, why not? Humans are, right? Why not, right? Humans are. I believe in that. Hell, the government admits basically all that, okay? So I believe other things are here, and we're catching them, and they're comfortable with us. And everybody thought I was crazy because they're like, oh, no, you're not going to get anything on video, because they're all going to do this and do that. Well, guess what? We've gotten something on video. Not just once, not just twice, numerous times. Correct, Wojo? My confidant?
Correct.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
So we're gaining their trust, and we're showing them the people on the side even, because they can feel it. If you're a sensitive, if you're a medium, if you're a psychic, if you're this or you're that, and you have all these different senses that go through your body and you feel things, they know the people on the side are genuine. And if you are not genuine, you get thrown a FO. Oh, as a matter of fact, there she is now. See how Lady Dihu? She has trained Sam to be the quickest moderator triggers in the game. They will eject you from our live broadcast instantly. She's from Texas too, so bang, right? There are other photos of different shapes with the same light intensity. They are all, that's right. And Dihu, you know what? I have them downloaded to my background, which is now a big old photo. Isn't this beautiful, Paul? Huh?
You can also see like where your shoulder is, Rich. It's like the borderline, the head.
Well, no, that's right there, back here. Back here, if you go up, you can see it's almost reptilian-ish, but it almost looks like a rodent mixed in, right? See this? That to me, like it goes, let me see if I got to get good at this. Yeah, so the angle would be, like that. That's one of the points, and then the other point is down here. And then the back, you can see where the cane curls goes like up a pot. It's like a pocket with an eye in it. And then, like I said, if you go straight across, there's the other eye right there. Something was looking back at us. This one particularly between 60 and 70 yards away tops, Wojo?
Yeah, something like that. Right.
It was looking right at us, bro.
And it's swaying. So when it's moving like this, Paul, I mean that's why you take these pictures. Try to catch that, that right moment, that right picture. I mean, I know that you're seeing the light is their energy. What do you think, Paul?
Well, I mean, I'm what I'm thinking is, like we know how human nature is. We want to conquer, we want to take over, we want to, absolve. There's like human nature is take. And with Sasquatch, they're more of a natural, indigenous, like this is our planet. And I think that the orbs are recognizing the fact that they're somebody they can feel safe with. And if they communicated that way with humans, they're going to want to take it, put it in a bag, take it to Area 51, and they're going to want to just, dissect it. Where with the Sasquatch, they know that they can trust them and they can kind of join and become one and communicate. And I think they've differentiated themselves from the human aspect to the Sasquatch because they more or less feel a little safer knowing that they can be around them and they're not going to be thrown in a pill sack and taken to Area 51 and just,
But I think my point is this is not an orb. This is not a face in an orb. This is a light that's being emulated at us, perhaps for distraction or disguise, whatever it might be. But there is a being behind that light. There is something that you can physically touch. There is something that could possibly bleed. There is something breathing. It has movement, although not a human type movement, right? This to me is not an orb, and I can see clearly that it's not an orb because I can almost see the spit coming out of his mouth down here.
So what you're saying is that it's supernatural that they are able to excrete this type of energy to protect themselves or communicate?
I don't believe this is a Bigfoot.
Okay.
I believe this is an alien. I believe that's star people.
So they're extruding that light for a purpose of
distraction.
Camouflage?
Camouflage? Well, they want to communicate. They want to communicate because we've earned that. We've earned that, but they don't want you to exactly see them either. When they get up to you, I bet you they'll come right up to you eventually and just shut the light off and be like, probe.
Right. So, do you guys have any kind of sound recognition with your instruments?
Sound recognition. What are you looking for? Like sounds of birds? What are you talking about?
Well, no. Like, I mean, if they're extruding light, is there any kind of communication through sound?
We do ask them to change the color of the light, and I believe they have in the past, right, Wojo?
Yeah. They sometimes like go from like a fluorescent blue or white, and sometimes they'll change to red. Yellow, green.
Have you ever brought a dog with you out into the forest?
Yeah, she lasted about 40 minutes, and we had to take her to the truck, and I'll never do that to an animal again.
No, okay, so there's sound, obviously, because dogs can hear sounds that the human can't. So that speaks volumes, Richie B. You know, you're telling me that you had to put them up? You had to get them out of there?
Oh, yeah.
There's frequencies that dogs can hear that the humans can't.
Correct.
So my recommendation would be to get some type of sound recognition and frequencies that the human can't hear and try to capture some of that information.
No, I mean, we have recordings, obviously. We played them for you. We're not going to get into them here, but you know that they're quite astounding. Some of that we absolutely 100% know that is a big guttural being of sorts with big lungs. A little bit of ape-like, right? We have that sound on recording. You heard that. But there's also there's also that very high-pitched clicking. Are they arguing over a zinger with this guy? Is that where the clicking comes in? But sometimes when you listen, you can hear the clicking and then you hear him release. So you're going, wait, that's the same guy. But we're not sitting there watching them. We're just drawing theories and having conversation because that's what researching is. Not acting like an asshole and shitting on people, you jerks.
Yeah, they're communicating. They're communicating within themselves.
Now I can dance with everybody. All right, on to the next picture. Here we go. Are you guys everybody loving this? You like this? Now, remember that twist the other day in my backyard? I felt it was of ancient variety, and it looked like the bark covered over the twist of the tree, right? Right? Remember that? So what I did was, I had to crop the hell out of this. But let's get a look at it up close. Because you guys perhaps weren't able to see it up close. You see this? This is what I was talking about. This tree is twisted. We know that for a fact. We have a big picture of it, right? But I've never seen the bark grow back. We know they keep them alive on purpose. So they keep growing and pointing in the direction. Now look at that to me looks like fiber that didn't die and the bark grew back over it. Is anybody with me on this?
Yeah.
Because we knew it was old, right, Woj?
Yeah.
Why aren't you more enthusiastic, Wojo? This is incredible.
No, I'm actually like studying it right now.
This deserves a freaking boom.
It definitely is a huge boom. I mean, up close. I mean, like until you got my way.
Sorry.
No, but like I said, like you look at the different ridges. I have a zoom so through my Android, but you zoom in and you could see the ridges of it. It's like fascinating. I mean,
anybody have any opinions on this? Anybody else in the audience, Woj? Maybe get somebody who should we ask a question about this?
And one other thing before I get to them is that I did send this picture to my friend down in Georgia.
Hang on.
Paul, I sent this to my friend down in Georgia. I haven't heard from him back, but I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, we sent this picture to him. He's the guy that works for the University of Georgia, and that's all he does is study trees. And we've sent him stuff that he's completely still stumped over. So this here, to me, again, if you see the whole tree, again, couldn't get the whole picture up here, but we had it on the live. This tree, I made a point to go back there and, Elder Medicine Bear Claw made me climb that hill again to go back there. Remember that, Elder? Remember that? And I went back there, and this thing is twisted, bro. But then I looked up and I said, I've never seen that before. So we have this out to the professor, the expert down in Georgia who studies trees for a living. So we want to know, is this some kind of decay? Is there some kind of growth once it was injured? Or is this actual scar tissue of a tree being covered with bark after being twisted? And if it's twisted, we know he's very strong and he has a thumb. We know a human can't do it. So here we are left with that conversation, right? Pretty cool, right? Now, some of these I had to crop in and out. But I'm going to get better at it, guys. I'm going to get better and better at it. And we're going to have a lot of fun. And we're going to enjoy this type of research. So let's go to another bunch of sticks that you guys maybe don't get to see.
It's an interesting point that Benno said. Radiation? Who knows? We don't know.
Radiation's a good point. As far as the light goes?
No,
is that what you mean?
As of like maybe the fibers growing in. I don't know.
Look at this. I even added a stool. Isn't that cool? I even added a stool, right? And Kurt W says I'm sorry I can't post you. Well, I can. Anyways. The little fibers, when you pull bark off, it looks like when it was twisted. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. We're all still intact, and the bark grew back over it. Thank you. That is exactly my theory. Benno says microwaves destroy plant cells. All right. Well, so you mean microwave type stuff. The question to me, is the entity creating the light? Oh, we're back to the other picture. What is the light from? I believe the light is from the entity. Wojo?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Sam.
Where is the light from? It has to be from the eyes or some sort, but we don't know.
I have it in two pictures. I feel it's down here. That's me. That's just me. That's just my personal.
That's why we take pictures, man. We don't know. Yeah. We just keep taking them and
we're gonna keep taking them. Yeah. Good point.
Yep.
And look at Benno. Benno's got his cap locks all messed up. So the first letter is a small one, and then all the rest is caps.
Yeah, he's reversed.
Yeah, he's having some issues down there in Australia. Someone slipped up a Foster, and we know how we don't like that shit. Yeah. So check out this structures, Paulie, man. Check this out. This is the college. This is an angle. It's a little blurry. Sorry, I enlarged it. But I thought it was so insane for people. You could see the trees even in it that are standing straight up and they're healthy. You could see the tree back here that's standing straight up. There's a tree here. There's a tree here-ish. And then one over there. There you go. I'm getting better at it. So, there's healthy trees here. Why would the magic whirlywinds come down and like pixie sticks and knock 120 trees and make it like this? Have you ever seen anything like that in Humboldt?
It's a form of communication.
Partly, I believe that. Yep. Partly.
And then is it on a game trail?
There's deer scat all through this. So can I throw you my theory mixed in with what you said, a form of communication? Because sure. I believe it has to be everything. There's so many of them. It has to be everything. It has to be clan tagging. It has to be form of communication. But there's a necessity. There's a necessity that we believe it's used for, and that is deer trap. That is a deer trap. So the deer comes up the old game trail, and all of a sudden there's this wall of maize, and it has to go through. It can't just ping like it does when it gets scared. And off to the left or off to the right, somebody's waiting there with that magical forearm that snaps that leg and sucks that bone marrow out. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, Bigfoot web instead of a spider web.
There you go. I like that spider web, huh? Yeah, I like that, Wojo. That's a great. See, this is why we talk. I love that theory. Could they be drawing their energy to one point and protect up? All right, so we're still on the face of the light. Well, I got more coming to you that has to do with the light. And it's only 7:23. We got time, so be patient, stay focused, and we're going to get back to the light, but in a different way. So hold those thoughts, everybody. Yeah, I do like the deer. I think and a lot of them we see, there's deer scat in them. You know what I mean? So, there's those ones that come to an arrow, a point, and they're like 2 or 3 feet off the ground, so the deer stops and goes, what the, and then has to jump. You know what I mean? And then bang, his legs get snapped. I feel like there was going to be a test at the end of this, Richie. Yes, there is, Dane, especially for you, brother. Especially for you, bro. Paulie, man, that's my Denny O is my spiritual brother, man. I'll tell you the whole story when we have time off the air. I sucked at exams. Paul, I love that spider web. Yeah, great theory. I like the spider web. I think I might end up going with that, Woj. So we all understand.
Yeah, I mean, it could be anything. Again, it could be training.
They teach the young, right?
Exactly, and it's like a jungle gym. I mean,
they're teaching the youth as well as for the smaller ones. They're giving them an idea about how to go about, trapping food. I mean, that's what they're doing. They're getting, nutrition, and they need to, learn how to capture to be able to get the bone marrow. Or, we know they eat meat and they're vegetarians as well. So depending on the time of the season, they might have to put up a trap so they can gather that, because when the fall and the winter comes, there's no vegetation. So they need to go a different aspect. And that trap there is going to allow them to capture something on a game trail. And the game trail is a deer, a fox, a raccoon, or whatever it may be. Because when you're out here in the mountains, there's only so many ways up the hill. You've got to follow a game trail. And it's just saving energy, to be able to work your way through the mountains. And those trails are what they use. And if you can set traps within those trails, then you're going to have a better option or ability to capture something to be able to get nutrition. So, I mean, I'm hearing it, and I agree with every bit of it.
Thank you. So this particular picture, my boy Denny that I just mentioned, and I was sitting by the fire. Wojo had to leave, well, not leave, but go out to the car to meet his brother.
Fuck.
Uh-oh. Would you stub your toe?
No, my dog just stepped on it.
He stubbed his toe.
Freaking nails. It's okay. Sorry. I'm zooming in on the eyes here, like really zooming in.
So listen, let me finish now. So he goes out to the truck, and me and Denny are back at the fire pit, and I'm looking at this light. I said, Denny, look at about almost a football field away, it's in between that distance, and I go, look at over there, dude. There was these lights moving. I go, but they're not like the other lights. They're kind of bouncing. They were kind of like bouncy, like and kind of shooting upward towards the sky. At first, I thought they were like on the ground like the other lights. But then they got near a tree. Yeah, his dog stepped on his freaking toe. Pay attention. I got history on this freaking wall right here, and you're worried about his toe. He's fine. Thank you. So he gets near a tree, and the light emulates up the tree. And this, I snapped a picture of the orbs, what I thought were orbs, right, or lights. And then we zoom in. I zoomed in when I got home, and I noticed this dude's got eyes right here. And now that's not a face in a light. That's a face making the light. You can see how bright it is on the head. See how bright it is up here? That's what I was put it with my story as far as the light shooting upward.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? So now watch this. We're not even done yet. You ready? Those yellow lines I drew were for the small picture. But if you come over to this yellow line and you look right here, this is bone structure. That is a ridge that goes up its head, and there was 3 of them. Boom, boom, boom.
Wow.
Okay? And mind you, when you get over to the arrow, look at this. You ever seen pictures of aliens or people think what an alien looks like? Look at his ear. It's that line right here. And you can almost see it pull away from the head right here. So it's getting pulled out, and it's like an ear hole probably. Do you know what I'm saying? Think about that. And then you can see the brow. Look at the brow go all the way across. And once again, mind you, this is brighter up here, which again what got my attention. You can hear me say it on the live. I'm like, dude, that's either like a headlamp. Someone's messing with us. I said, Denny, get up. We're gonna find out, because I checked with Wojo. He was nowhere near this area yet. So I jump up like I'm ready to knock some people out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, and Denny's like, all right, let's go. Because I didn't know. I thought somebody was in the woods messing with us. And then it got on the path, and it was like 50 yards from me. But there's a tree that's down right here that blocks from the fire pit to the path. But there's a a gray tree on the other side, like an oak or an elm, and the light shot right up it. And I went, whoa, dude, those lights are I said, those lights are going upward. I said, they're casting on the tree. And Denny, if you're here, Denny can, confirm that. Not only that, we're live on YouTube. You can hear the conversation, right? So there's other things in these woods that we're dealing with. Now, you guys have seen this picture before, right? You've seen this picture. What do you think of this picture now after seeing it on my screen, my little screen before?
Well, I mean, just me speaking out loud, now that you've kind of, shown us what we're looking at, I can see everything you're saying. I'm kind of dumbfounded right now, bro. It's like,
yeah, me too.
It's impressive. You've captured on, and you're seeing some insight into what's there. And, like, where is that light coming from? What is that? I can see the eyebrows. I can see the eyes. I can see the corneal area. Yep. I just, where do you think it's coming from, Richie B?
Where do I think what is coming from?
The light.
Oh, it was coming from his head.
It's coming from his head.
And I'll tell you why. Because if you go on YouTube Live and you watch this episode, I'm like this, and this is really a screenshot from my phone, to be honest with you, that I ended up zooming in on when I got home. That's what I usually do. That's how I research. Now, mind this. We're sitting down. I'm watching this thing move, and there was a time, like I said, I thought somebody else was in the woods with us. I thought it was a headlamp. I jumped up from the fireplace ready to do that old Richie thing I used to do. Like I was going, dude, to protect myself. And then all of a sudden I noticed, I stopped short. Yep, Denny's right there. Yep, we almost threw down the aliens over there. Italian subs. He brought these amazing Italian subs, man. This like 80-year-old Italian guy made these special subs for us to eat in the woods. Paul, you know what I'm talking about. Paul was with me in Florida when I had a delivery company. And we would, every morning we'd drive by this bread factory. And Paul would go, "Can you smell it, Rich? Can you smell the bread?"
Dude, I'll never forget it. That's all that place smelled like was fresh baked bread. I'll never forget it.
Dude, you absolutely just kill. I still tell that story all the time. And then right after that was that shitty orange juice place that smelled like ass.
Right? No, but I mean, Lakeport, Florida smells like bread. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. No, Denny says it. Yep. We almost threw down with the aliens over Italian. Dude, I was eating this amazing. Oh my God, Denny. You got to get that food for me again, bro. Sorry. I'm drooling. So anyway, so we get up and we start headed there. And I'm telling you, all of a sudden I noticed this one thing that stood out to me was this little bobby stuff. It was like a. And I'm watching the light move with it. And then it catches the tree and shoots up the gray bark of the tree. And I go, whoa, that's not somebody. That's something kind of. Like I kind of stop, like, whoa, what is? And then I get back on the radio with Wojo. I'm like, where are you at, dude? Like, you got to. I can't believe what. And there was two of them. That's what I counted. But anyways, go watch that live. If you're not watching our YouTube lives. If you ain't watching our YouTube lives, you ain't learning shit. Yeah, I worked on that in the mirror the other day. I was like, anyway.
I don't doubt it.
Right there, read that, Wojo. What does Denny say? Can you read it?
Yeah, they look like chickens with lights in the heads. Yeah.
Oh.
What were you gonna say?
I'm
just looking at the jagged lines. I mean, it's like, when you take the photo on the other side, Rich.
Right here.
The lines there, but the lines right there on the side of the cheek. Yeah.
I don't know what that is. I just chalked that up for picture. Zoomed in on the picture, but it does look like it belongs there. So I wasn't sure, so I didn't present that as evidence. But since you brought it up, I mean, anything's possible, dude.
Right.
We know we got
it's a totally different frequency when you take a picture. From,
right.
You
That's
took
a good
that
point.
picture.
Yeah.
With this being,
with
but why is it right? But why? Because it looks like jagged boxes or whatever. But
yeah, brilliant.
Then you look at the other pictures that we have; it's completely different ball game.
Yep, that's why you're my teammate right there, boy. What's up?
Oh,
right, now check. Now listen, we know we got Bigfoot. Pretty sure we got Star People. Okay, pretty sure it is Purdy, right? Mooncat's got a connection with all this stuff. Mooncat, you coming on my show. If Wojo reaches out to you, tell him to stick it up his ass. You're my dude, all right? Don't tell Wojo I said that. He's very sensitive. All right, moving on. So we know we got the Sasquatch, right? And we believe we got star people. I'm basically at the point where I say we know we have star people because I believe these are two different ones here. It doesn't mean that Sasquatch doesn't. We saw these self-illuminating eyes. We know what they are. We already saw them. We saw different colors in pairs. We believe we even have them on the game camera in the IR light getting caught, correct? We believe that. I believe that. I believe that wholeheartedly. Now watch. Now, this is something new, I think, that has entered the building. So the other night, I'm reviewing this stuff, and I'm sitting next to my lovely fiance, and I show her a picture. And she says to me, "Oh my God, that's a wisp." That's what she says to me. I said, "What the hell's a wisp?" And she says, like in the movie Brave. And of course, she got to go for her phone. She's a Disney freak, so she got to go for her phone. And now all of a sudden, I'm watching a clip of Brave while she chases the wisps into the woods. And I'm going, man. And now I'm researching. Instantly, the phone comes out, Google comes out, AI comes out. I'm like, what is a wisp? What is happening? What is happening? The sort of fins or whatever on the head remind me of something that is also aquatic. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Maybe it came out of the river, bro. You like that face? Was that good? Paul, did you see it? Paul?
Yeah, I see it.
Can you put a mirror under his nose to make sure he's breathing? Yeah, little green guys there. Be the Bigfoot, are they? Yeah, so we believe, this is what we believe, Tubin. I should say, I'm going to speak just for me. This is what I believe, all right? I have conversations with my brother Wojo, but I still don't want to speak for him. This is what I believe. And as a matter of fact, he was a catalyst to a lot of this. Kudos goes to him and his hard-nosed research, dude. This dude is a thinker. And so I believe they're all there. I believe the energy in this place is overwhelming. I know that for a fact. I feel energy in a different way, I guess, so I'm being told. Yeah. Oh, they have aliens that come out of the ocean. Yeah, I believe they live there. Yeah, there's something.
No, I've witnessed it.
Now, but what is this? Look at this green little dude. Now, this is a picture of this whole area that's pitch black, but it's lit up like Brockton's on the other side of the trees, dude. It was like the whole place was lit like Close Encounter of the Third Kind? It was lit up like that, and all these things were shooting out of it. Now, mind you, not just one. It wasn't just one, dude. Look at this. Look at this other one. This other one, I believe, has a shape. Again, it's a little blurry because it's big. But can you see, like this, if you see it from a distance, I think I could make it smaller. It might help with the continuity of it. There we go. Look at it. This, to me, you have a head right here, oblong. But you come down here and look at this. What's this? It's like a wing, ain't it? And it goes in and back. And then there's a lady area here, the boobies. And then it looks like almost looks like what's her name? The fairy there. You know what I mean? It looks like a fairy. But that's what wisps are, they say. They say wisps are fairies. These are pictures that came out of our woods. You will be happy to learn that these are Andy's pictures.
Yep.
I want to put it out there because Andy takes a lot of heat for not getting his shit done in a timely fashion. These are Andy's. These came off of his phone.
Android.
No, iPhone 17. Eat it. Nice try.
That's a great picture.
Isn't that wild? You see the shape to it, right?
Oh,
Look
boy.
at the green on it. Where did the green come from? Where did the green come from, dude? We're in the middle of the freaking woods in the winter, dude. Where's the green? Tell me. How did that thing get green? It didn't get green. It is green. Is this wild shit, Paul, or what?
It didn't get green. It is green. And that's the key point.
Looks like a dragon. Okay, I see. All right, John, I see what you're saying. If you look at it this way. Tinkerbell. Plasma being? I don't know. Yeah, D says, Andy, I knew he'd come through eventually, right? Right? Isn't this nuts? Think of this. This is crazy. Now, a while back, I showed you guys a picture, and I was trying to tell people that there was a human eyeball in that picture. And it was weird because a lot of people did not see the human eyeball in this picture. And I was like, no, there's a human eyeball in this damn picture. And with it up on the screen, I was able to crop it, I believe. Yes. Where you could see the human eyeball. Up here, down here. See the shape of the eye? Now look at, there's a little twinkle right here because he's checking me out again. But you go like this. That little blue line, it's a bluish line in here. And then there's the black pupil. Can you, everybody see that? Now mind you, follow the brow. Follow the brow. Look at it. It's like a Captain America shield. The other eye's over here, right here. See it? And then you bring it back, and there's a nose right here, and a nostril right here. And the top of his mouth is right here, curled. Almost where it's folded, and then there's a lip that goes into whatever this is coming out of its face. But again, you have a light emulating the below. Tim Vogel says he's taken 4 reports on fairies.
Interesting.
That's crazy.
You know, I just reading that, I'm just I'm just blown away.
Are you thinking the Bigfoot are there during the day and then at night? No, they're all there all the time. All the time. Yeah, they coexist. That's where I'm at. You want me for your homeroom teacher? Oh, you know I'm going to wear those nice little shorts you like, Beto. Sam says, connection to nature. Green often represents nature, the wilderness, and the earth. Fairies in green are seen as deeply connected to the natural abodes, such as forests, rafts, fairy forts. Great job. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying here, Paul? That's my team, right? These guys are all my team on the side. We've opened all this up to research. Spider? Could you elaborate, Lori? And they all have, looks like a tongue. I don't know. That little dude looks like he's spitting out an alien or something out of his face. I don't know what this is. Yeah. This could be closer to me to a Satunga than anything. Look at that eye. Can everybody see that eyeball or no?
Oh, yeah.
I can see it. Yeah.
Everybody see it? This is what I was yelling about in my phone. That everybody thought I was nuts. You can almost see the shape of it, how it goes up the brow and then down the brow.
Oh, it's there.
Yeah. I don't know about the rest of it. I mean, we've discussed it. I think Susan was on that show, and she had seen different things and the grays, and, you know, there's a mixture of them all kind of living there in harmony. You know what I mean? Lori Ladd says spider. Lori, if you get a chance, if you could elaborate on the comment about spider. But it's interesting that Tim's out here, and he's taking reports, and he's out in his area, and he's building up the, you know, Bigfoot and everything else. He's taking so many reports that a lot of them are talking about mountain lions that aren't supposed to be, you know, in certain areas, that he's had to put that on his name with Bigfoot so people can find them, you know, a little quicker, a little bit easy. You know what I mean? Ernie, great to see you, man. Lori, okay, she said, hey, Sam. Lori, you're supposed to be typing about the comment spider. What do you think was a spider? Like slits for nostrils. Yeah, look at it. Now, mind you, we already saw this picture. Remember there was like the cast of the leg going straight down and almost looked like legs? Like maybe those legs are connected to whatever this is? I don't know. This almost looks like a gleaming eye. That looks like... So my point is, I guess, I went looking for Bigfoot and a bunch of other things found me, is what I'm trying to say. So now, because of the system, it looks like spider legs. Oh, this picture here, though?
The left side of the picture, Rich. You see how? Yeah, right there.
Over here.
Yeah.
Like this?
You see how it bends in. I think it's like the vines.
Like a spider came down from the left.
Yeah.
Oh, I believe that's the shadow from the trees. To be honest with you, but having it like this in this size and in this setting, we can now research it. It's not just being presented to you. You know, here you could see more things. It's much bigger. You know what I mean? And you can focus and look at all these different things on here. Because we believe we've had this going on for a long time, but we haven't been able to pull it out of the bag and show you because it's really hard to see on that small screen. But I wanted to find a way to share it with you guys so I could get your help and your opinion. Sorry, I have to step out. Yeah, Ernie, no sorries, my brother. Ernie, you got a quick second? I just want to share. Is it okay if I share with everybody what we discussed? I meant to do that earlier, but I got caught up in my beautiful, brilliant mind. But yeah, so we get to have all these discussions now. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I'm truly blessed and grateful for this. You know what I mean? And I don't know if Ernie's going to answer me, but I'm going to say it anyways. Different library talks we do, and people sharing their story. We picked up 4 people seeing this crazy stuff. 100%. Yeah. Well, that's wild, Timmy. You know, your research has brought you other places. Like my research has brought me other places. And again, I was all about flesh, blood, mud, water. You know what I mean? And we're not there no more. That ship is sailed. So any comments or thoughts or theories on this picture out of my panel down below? This guy here? How do I get to him? Wojo, what do you got? Paul, what do you got? Somebody talk.
That's yep. Yeah.
They're stunned.
Yeah, I mean it is quite fascinating. Just looking at the reflection of light that's closer to you, like the shadow. I mean, because when I took this picture, it looked like it was like by a tree doing, kind of like doing that. So that's why I was taking the picture as quickly as I can.
Yep. This guy was closer to us than any of them. This is the one I was like, get your phone out. He's so close to it. I thought he was cut. I go, why does he keep moving towards me? Remember?
Right.
Oh my God. It was like floating at me, Paul. It was wild, dude. My life is wild. You know,
there's a lot going on in that photo. I mean, the more you look at it, there's a lot going on right there.
And the beautiful thing is, it's in Wojo's phone. We're live on YouTube. You can see the encryption in both. The encryption's in the YouTube. Not that I feel I have to explain myself, but if someone ever comes back and says, "Oh, that's a bunch of out," no, look it. It'll tell you right here in the phone, sir.
There's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
This shit's real, bro. And it's getting realer and realer and realer every time. Every time.
It's bizarre, dude. It's bizarre. Yep. Being out in the woods is a different animal.
Let's see. Benno says it is uncloaking. Interesting. There is a face. There's a face right here. There's an eyeball right here. So if you're looking to the right over here, you see there's a whole face, whole head over here, all of it, and then there's all this business going on up front. But I see like a human-like nose right here. I see a human. That eyeball. You hear me yell on the live. Is that a blue eye? Is that a blue eye? Remember, Wojo? I yell it. Go back and watch it. It's etched in history. It's not bullshit. I'm yelling, is that a blue eye? I could see it right away, dude, right away. And I still can, but I couldn't see this guy right here, whatever this is. I don't think that's acne. I'm just saying. It looks like there's a little, Captain America's shield. That's what I call it. Now, it looks like the shadow over here that Lori pointed out almost looked like spider legs, right? But look at it. Down here, I think is what she's saying. But if you put the whole picture together, it's like a shadow that goes up here. But his other eye's right here, which is away from us towards the dark forest, which is why you would get that grab of the shadows. You know what I'm saying? All the way up towards, near your hand over here. Oh, that's Wojo. No, I'm just kidding. Well, again, we have, I got you. So thank you. Right there in this area. So we had this discussion. Susan Ahern was here, and I told you from this section down right here is not in this picture. We have a whole kind of another area with a lot more business going on in this light. But I wanted to bring out to you guys what I saw when I brought the live phone over. You could see it on YouTube Live. That eye right there stood right out at me, man. And I start yelling, "Oh my God, is that a blue eye?" And that's what I said. And that's what it was. I see a long snout in front, possibly. Yeah, there's a few things. Again, keep in mind, guys, it's hard to crop this stuff. So if I take this off, then we have this big area of just nothing. So I had to get what I could get in order to get the strongest features into this picture for you guys to see. I just don't think anywhere in this world you're going to see this type of evidence. You know, right, Woj?
Yeah, for whatever it is. I mean, you kind of wonder, like the solid dots on the top towards that eye that you were showing, how the light reflects downward. And I don't know. I mean, because again, we're looking through the woods. There's leaves. There's things like that. I mean, why would the light be centered downward? You know, like it's like the light's going upwards. It's just strange.
It is pretty wild. What's going on here? I don't know if someone's trying to get into my YouTube. I don't know if that's one of my teammates or not. My phone just alerted someone's trying to get into my YouTube. It's the government. They're coming for us, bro. Sam or Amanda, one of you guys. Why would you get into my YouTube, though? That don't make sense. No, that's not me. What the hell is that?
Yeah, they're gonna arrest Richie, the guy with the gigantic candy cane in hand.
Dude, they don't want none of this, bro. I will wreck them. I'm trying to find that warning again. Where'd it go? Someone better not be breaking into my YouTube. So again, the bottom line is this. Live on channel. It doesn't say anything in my email. Why don't you send me an email? I don't know. The bottom line is this, man. We got some crazy shit going on. Yeah, no, I just realized it was my YouTube and not like Restream or something. Or the, what do we use? With a gigantic candy cane in hand, correct. Benno, that would be awesome. What did Benno say? Oh, Lori says, looks like the side view of a person with arm bent and pot belly standing with hose in their hand, far left in the middle where that one beam of light extends. Interesting. Dogman up front. Okay. Kurt, you have to hook Richie and Wojo up with Coley. She'd love them too. Me and Bobby are the only two with access. Yeah. I know. It's the government. It's probably the government. They're like, what is this guy showing? I've been reported. So yeah. All right. So we'll bring it down a little bit. All right. I know this is a lot to take in, and I picked some pretty outrageous pictures, and I got a whole folder going in here, and we're gonna do this pretty regularly. My studio is gonna stay sideways, so to speak, and I'm gonna tweak it a little bit because I'd rather discuss and research with you guys than just show you shit and say, hey, look what I found. I'm just not going to do that. I want to have conversation. And you can see the reactions from Paul, from Wojo, from some of you guys on the side when you type it in. These are stunners. These will leave you questioning things about life. But this guy here now we get to see up close a little more. Anybody remember that picture? Back to Bigfoot. Everyone smash the likeys, get those emojis going, and don't forget about the super chat, baby. Let's go! How's that? Pretty good? It could be a portal opening. That's one of the conversations we actually had, John. Very good. Governor Buttholes. It just gave me, I'm telling you, it just gave me an alert that someone's trying to get into my YouTube. Check it out. Everybody remember this guy? This is the guy in my backyard. He's the one who broke the tree and growled at me. And I couldn't pull him up. And I told you, remember that story? Right? This is when I became a researcher. This is when it went up a notch. This is when I started calling people kind of for help and telling them what was going on. I tried to reach out for anybody. And look at it. Now you can see the leg. There's the leg. Right? There's the leg. Right? Over here. And Mojo pointed out the other day, look at it. Up here, you can see a shoulder. It matches the other shoulder. You can see it through the gray. See it? See the black of this shoulder right here? And then, of course, the conical head. There's the cone right here. Right here. So it kind of goes like this, like that. Isn't that amazing? And then over here, you got the shoulder. This is what I was yelling about. And you see the split right here. That's his bicep and his shoulder, right? His shoulder comes down. He's got the ball of his shoulder. He's been working out. He looks like Richie B. And then boom, bicep. Everybody see that? Now, I still have questions about what's going on over here because I saw a movement between this tree and this tree in the video and then this guy over here. Everybody see it nice and big now? Isn't that wild? What do you think of that, Paul?
It's definitely wild.
The footage is amazing. You captured what it's a great discussion. The caption that you have is you have this evidence safe.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, ain't it? So again, it's not hair and teeth and spit and all that. It's not my 40-foot high five that I've dreamt of my whole, my now Bigfoot life. But you combine it with the break and the story that I've always told. And you put it all together with the video of me having another, and I'm trying to tell people, no, that's a growl. It just sounds muffled on my phone. If I had an Android, I'm sure it would sound perfect, right, Woj? And you put those two pieces of evidence. One is personal, but I have pictures and video of the tree, but it could be any tree. But then you walk up to the growl that I have, and then 6 years later, technology catches up, and we're able to pull this guy out. And if you notice, he's dead center, man. This dude is dead center. I put that phone right where I heard the noise. That much I know. I did that with paranormal research and everything else. And like Tim Vogel says, the video, you could see him moving. He's like...
Yep.
Matter of fact, you can see his leg come down. His left leg was not there a few minutes prior to this picture. And all of a sudden, you see it kind of come from here like this. Slowly, that shadow shows up from top to bottom. Right, Wojo?
Yeah, I mean, just to see it from a distance, Paul, well, the reason why I say see it from a distance was watching Richie's video, and he was over my house. And then I looked at it, and I said, geez, I'm seeing movement, dude. Because I heard like 3 growls. And I could see this guy from a distance do he's like doing this. You can just see kind of peeking out. Yeah. And there was like 2 below Richie, but there was also one like from a distance to where his head is. But I couldn't, concur. But it looked like there was movement going on there too. So,
yeah.
I mean, I saw like 4 different areas of movement.
Yep.
And it was pretty wild that, again, that content of Richie being out there, you hear, who's that? And then something was thrown at the fence too, because I could hear that or some sort of break. So the video says it all. I mean, that's
the video.
So we made it black and white to like really show it up, but it was pretty like cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about the dog man in this one, Ron. I mean, this is, to me, is classic. Look, I got a back scratch too. See that? Huh? To me, this is classic Bigfoot, conical head, shoulders, biceps. It's classic. Paul, is your mind blown, buddy?
Overwhelmed, for sure. Actual footage. Like,
are you surprised, though?
I am surprised. I'm actually trying to grasp all of this. With the evidence that you have, and then you placing what your thoughts are behind it. And I'm seeing a lot, with you communicating this. I'm kind of overwhelmed. It's pretty impressive.
Thank you. It's a lot. And I wanted people to be able to see, not try to make them believe what I see. I wanted them to see what I see and draw their own conclusions, because that's so important that we have one road but 5, 6, 7, 8 lanes. You get places when you have 5, 6, 7 lanes on one road. If you have one road and you just stop and go, boom, you're dead. You never learn nothing. We got a wide open highway with a bunch of people that is just amazing critical thinkers. One of them was right there next to you, man. Wojo, man. What a guy. I thought I picked him because I was smart. I picked him because it was divine intervention, because someone told me to pick him, I guess. And I didn't realize that till all the biblical stuff started coming in. And that's a portion of this chapter you guys, we haven't had that full discussion about yet. There's way more to this, what's going on in these woods. But I got to be honest with you. You know, it might sound weird, but before I go any further, I feel I need their permission and blessing to tell. I don't feel comfortable just talking about it. It's a very strange thing. It's like putting a recorder out there. I feel like I betrayed my friends, and you know my loyalty, Paul. You know my loyalty is my blood. It's my heartbeat. It's everything I got.
Sure.
I will die if my loyalty ever died. It would just take me with it. You know, it's my life. And my Paul wanted to see if you had my cast also, Richie. Just wanted to mention. He was asking about, the cast? Oh, yeah. So the other beautiful part about this, you know what? Let me see if I could actually bring this up real quick, guys. And then we'll wrap it up for the night, because it's a lot, man. John, God bless, my friend. Thank you so much for your support.
Thank you, John.
Dude. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed yourself tonight. And we get those critical thinking cells going so we can all kind of learn stuff together. So I'm going to go into the folder right now. Bear with me. And then I will pull up a print. Thank you, Kurt. Background. There we go. I can click on it, fairly quickly. And I don't know if it came through because I didn't have time to I did a lot of things. You know what I mean? I did a lot of things. And I don't know if they line up or not. So, you know what? We'll go a few extra minutes. Let me see if this lines up. I don't know where this lines up in here.
Has 2 hours already gone by?
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah. Listen, it's a party when you show up to our house. All right. Can you see that? Yeah, that's pretty good. So, all right. So we believe later on that this was a hand. You see it over here? But look at the lines here. See the little nubs? Right? So we believe, when I had that experience, and you guys that watch the lives remember, we believe the dude was down behind a tree at the end of the path. Well, the other guys were looking at the lights over here. I looked left, and I saw what I thought was a lightning bug, I called it. But it stayed with me all night long to the point where I brought it up to Wojo. I'm like, I don't know if that was a lightning bug. It moved really, really fast for a lightning bug. Lightning bug's got to go, you know what I mean? This thing was like, so we went and checked out the area. So we found this in the side of the hill. Wojo, yes, thank you, Elder. Please hit that like, subscribe, and hit that notify button, because we do have a bunch of lives coming up, because we got to get January going, man. We got to get going. A couple times a week out in the woods. Come with us. Join us, right? Thank you, Elder, for that. Much appreciated. No, Kurt. It's okay. No, please, not my bad stuff. Stop that shit, okay? This is your home too, brother. These 4 walls and that roof is yours too. Relax with that. We don't need to hear that. You're good. You're good. All right, so we believe, and Wojo came up with it because we're sitting there looking at it. I'm like, that doesn't look like a footprint. And then we're like, and then we're leaning towards hand. And then, Wojo, tell them what you saw to the right on the slope of the hill.
Oh, that berry?
What? The fucking leg. The leg mark.
Oh, I'm sorry. Because I'm just rethinking the whole thing. I'm sorry. Because I'm studying the picture.
I'm gonna head downstairs.
Good. So Paul, what happened is that what you were saying. You thought he saw a firefly or whatever, but what got me was the loud break. So I knew the general direction. Then we find this print. And then what was amazing about this is that there was 2 imprints because it was covered with leaves. So, because we had to come the following day, there was leaves on top of it, so we had to find it. And Richie goes, is that it? I go, no, it doesn't seem like it. But it was an imprint of some sort where if you're like a catcher playing baseball, his left knee was down, his hand was on the side of the hill, looking up, pushing up and down, looking to see. You know, that's probably what Richie was seeing, that it was just like, it was there and then it disappeared, like very, very quickly. So,
yeah. So that's a good way to explain it, because it was down a hill. And that's why I didn't associate it with a Satunga, because it was like 4 or 5 feet off the ground.
Peekaboo.
But I didn't realize behind it was such a drop off. And then Wojo brought up how there was like a leg mark dug in. And if you see this print here, which is what Kurt brought up so eloquently, I might add. You there! Oh, sorry. So, what I'll do is, now you can see, I mean, I don't know what else you got to see in this print. I mean, come on, guys, look at that thing. Right?
Look at the very center of that, Paul, okay?
Oh,
you
yeah.
See like where the pine needles are? That's the key.
Yeah.
I want you to look at that spot, okay?
Right.
What I'm talking about?
Yeah, watch.
Yeah.
Okay, now watch what Richie pulls
And I'll show the picture I have. And I always got to make the joke because Wojo stepped on the cast. It wasn't his fault. It was dark out. He had been drinking Andy's moonshine. All right, so here it is, right?
Stump water.
Right. So look at. I can put it right up in the same. I wish I didn't have to hold it like that. Right, but here, right? But notice the hole right behind my hands. There's a hole right here on the picture. See the picture?
Sure.
Mind you, when you pour a cast, you're doing everything upside down opposite, right?
I agree, Denny.
You see the dent?
Wow.
I mean, you see the mountain? That's the hole, right? Now watch. I'm trying to get, there it is.
Yep.
There's a digit. There's a digit. You see it?
Yep.
Those were dug in. You see it? When you do castings, very rarely do you get something with that much materials. It was buried into the side of this one. All right, hang on. This right here, this guy. It's this guy here. And like, I think it's this guy here, which is the two that are right here.
Yeah.
Right? Is that it? Yeah. Or is it opposite? It's so weird with this. I got to get used to this. Oh, there we go. See it? Obviously, I know it's different sizes, but you see one goes here and one goes there.
Separation, Paul.
Yeah, obviously the picture's zoomed in.
Like that.
And look at the middle. The separation part is like right in here. You see that?
Yes.
Isn't that crazy? Could be Knuckles, yeah. I think
It's
Paul
impressive.
is shocked that this goes on in Massachusetts. Well, no, he's not from North Carolina. He's from California. He's from Massachusetts.
Born and raised, brother. Born and raised.
In Norwell, Massachusetts. Not far from where I'm standing right now.
Clip
So,
out.
and you know what? To your point, Denny, he's probably even more mind blown because he is from here. Went out there where they were famous then. Not here. Not here. When I got in here 2 years ago, I said one of my goals was to put New England on the map. And if you're not paying attention and you're sleeping, you don't even own a map. Stay sleeping, sucker.
Stay sleeping.
Fool.
Good night.
Yeah, right. So check it. Now I will. Now what I'm able to do is I can go into the virtual background area once again. I can eliminate something we already looked at, and then I'll clean out the folder too, so we don't have a bunch of doubles. And then you see that one there. And again, I did not crop it yet, but this is what it looked like on the back of Wojo's truck when we pulled it. And then I got one more thing, and then we're gonna call it a night because I got some Fortnite to play. Yeah, see how it's too big? So I got to go into the picture and make it smaller so you guys can see it. So that's what happens because I didn't have time to do that yet. So you can make it smaller on the right, and it's still going to show the same things. But you can see the nub here, right? You see the nub. The one I just showed you is right here. But the shape of this thing is what really gets it. So, yeah. So I will have to crop things. So you guys got to be patient with me, okay? I'll get better at this. It's only going to get better and better, man. More and more evidence is always going to come in. We're always in the woods. We always love doing what we do. We love doing it with you guys. This is one thing I hope comes up because I wanted to show this, and Wojo's going to be excited about this one. And it seems very, it might not. Oh, maybe. Wojo, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Can you see the ridges in this? Yeah, there they are.
Go ahead.
There they are. Oh, we got them. I didn't even crop it. Look at the swirl. And then there's the ridge. Yeah. Look at it, watch. Look at the prints. Where's my candy cane? Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime girl. Okay, you guys still here? All right, check it out. Look at it. Look at it. You see it?
I do.
First kind goes, you friends with Kevin J? Who's Kevin J? You see that? Look at that. Now look at this. Come on. Oh, wait, I think I'm on it. Hang on. I got to get used to that too. Right here.
Yep.
Look at that area.
Yep.
That's amazing. And then you see the little dipsy swirl right in here, obviously right over, and I got to go way back here. Right?
Yeah.
Isn't that cool? So this is a piece of, look at, you can actually see the ridges here, Wojo, too, going through up to the plastic.
Yeah, I can see it. Yes.
Yeah, we couldn't see that before. Dude, we're gonna have meetings and review our evidence right like this. Yeah. Then we're gonna be able to bring it to the people. Right? Look at it. You can see a swirl mark right here. This is where he goes, this way. He drags, comes across, and we just discovered this as we're talking to you. Pulls up like this, and then scoopity poopity.
Scoopity poopity.
So Paul, you see the name Tim Vogel on here, okay? Tim and Eric Vogel, okay? So what I did with the peanut butter jars, they said, "Why don't you put Vaseline on it? You put like a kind of like a thick film of it, so that you might catch digits or you might catch."
Well, hair. I mean that's you need that evidence,
right? So we do have what we believe is a piece of hair on one of our on peanut
with a follicle, because the follicles are going to give us DNA. So it's very important that when you guys are out in the woods doing these investigations, they're ducking, they're diving, they're climbing, they're doing all sorts of things, and you need to make sure you capture some of the hair that might be caught on some of these branches and try to retrieve some of that, because the follicle is where the DNA is. And I mean, that's something that's imperative here in Humboldt County and Trinity County and Mendocino, is to find the follicles and to capture the hair.
And when they find out what the hairs are, what does it come out to?
Well, I mean, realistically, it's just going to give the DNA of the species, and we haven't been able to actually capture any DNA. So, I mean, a hair can rip, a hair can tear. It's when they pull it out of the skin and you get the follicle there. That's where you'll get your DNA. And so it's very important. We found a lot of bear and we found a lot of deer and, we found coon and, we've gone through it, but we've never been able to capture an actual DNA, from a species that's unrecognizable,
right.
Right. It's going to come back unknown. Exactly.
That's all it's going to do.
Yeah.
And that's what we say to people when people are like, oh, you're going to ruin the DNA. And I'm like, why? What are we comparing it to? Rodney? You know what I mean? Like, it makes no sense. What are we comparing it to, bro? Huh?
Well, that's where you need to build the evidence.
Now I'm just playing with toys.
And capture it, and document.
Check it out. So you see this one right here? I have this in a Scaniverse where it's 3D and it spins and you can see every angle. I have it here in this massive wall. And now, not now, I've had it for a long time. Just like this, there's the heel. There's the cast of the heel. I just casted everything else to try to pick stuff up, but I didn't feel I got a lot out of the top. But the heel was the discussion. That's the discussion, dude. I can't get my leg up that high anymore, but if I could, you can see the heel ain't close. It's like 3 of my heels wide. I don't know if I have anything.
It's over 6 inches, Paul. By the heel. My heel is 3.75 inches. Okay, that heel right there is over 6 inches.
And I've seen a lot of castings from Sasquatch here in our area, and it's impressive to see such things that you have, because we have massive amounts of castings here in this area, massive amounts, more than you can count. I mean, you can go out on a daily basis and find those castings.
Oh, you did?
Oh, you certainly can. They're here.
No. My Jessie. Hey, girl. So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. So I was showing her the screen at how my big dream was working. Oh yeah, the October Mountain Cast. Tim, would you like to see that up on the big screen next time? Because I can do that now. Whatever. If there's a piece of evidence out there, guys, that you could think of that we've already reviewed, and you want to see it in this way, send me a message. Send me an email, banterrichieb at gmail.com. Or you can, if you're on my Facebook, over on the other, on the Banter Richie B Facebook page, you can just shoot a messenger and, hey, remember this? You know, I think, who was I talking the other day on there? There's like somebody that was in here I was talking to. But, no, check it out, right? So this is the pencil. Here's your pencil. Look at, does that help? Right? It's a regular pencil. You know, look at the girth of that bad boy. And you get to see it here like this. So you can look at the walls and the depth, right? And like Wojo likes to point out, look at the leaves. Look how matted down these leaves are.
Oh,
look at them. They're pushed down. And right here, the heel starts to go away. That's why we knew we didn't have toes, but we had that heel. And we knew it was too big to be a human. And we know it's not a boot. Look at that. That's not a boot. It goes out and rounds off and comes back. That's not a boot. You know what I mean? We knew that. Plus the size of it. Mine's 3 1/4. 3.25 inches is the heel of my boot. This sucker's like what, 6, 7? I was like near 6-ish. I don't know. But it's not a boot. So that's the key to it. And if you go on any one of my socials, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, you can check that thing out through Scaniverse, where it spins slowly in all these different angles. And you can inspect it yourself. You can make it stop. You can make it go. You can zoom in. You can zoom out. Nothing to hide. It's all sharing. No gatekeeping. This is what we do here, right, guys?
That's it. You know, and I'm just going to say this out loud. I know you're concentrating a lot on your area and your backyard and what's going on, but to have you and Wojo here in Humboldt, Trinity, the Emerald Triangle area, and come out and do some investigating and be here right where this action is happening as well. I would love to have you guys out here. And if I have to fund it myself, I would pay for you guys to come out here and do a show, because there's a lot of evidence in this area, and there's a lot of people here that have stories to tell. And I know you're concentrating a lot in your area, which is phenomenal, you know, because there's something going on there. But I would like to see you expand a little bit and come out into this area and actually do some of your investigative work and your knowledge, and come here and actually bring some more information and more documentation to the public, you know?
No, and we appreciate that. That's nothing but respect, man. Much love to you. And yeah, we'll talk further, man. We'll talk further about that. And I apologize for the ads, but I don't apologize for the ads, because we are growing. We do get a little bit of funding from the YouTube channel, which helps pay for the restream and other things. You know what I mean? But you know, anything at all, whatever. They have the gifts you can do, stuff like that to help out. You know, it helps the research. It helps the gas in the car. It helps all that stuff. So we're all in this together. You know what I mean? And that's the way I've always told you guys that. If you were here from the very beginning, especially with the lives when we were out doing research, you know, Sam and D-Hoot, people that were here, you know I've always said that. This is all of ours. This is a community. This is a community of respect. This is a community of respectful discussion, research, the quest for facts. That's all we're saying. We're on a quest. I'm not telling you nothing. I'm saying we are on a quest. That means we're actively doing something. That does not mean that we come to the end, the finish line, and said, this is what it is. No. So when someone gives you shit, you tell them you're on a quest. And if they don't own a pair of boots, tell them to shut up and sit down. Get some boots and then we'll talk. Okay? So understand that. I've said that from the beginning. I've always meant that. And I think I've proven that up to this point. That you guys, this is your story too. This is your story too, man. When I'm gone, you're going to tell this story. Right? Tell it. Share it. Tell everybody. Because it's about respecting the woods, Mother Earth. It's about respecting the entities, creatures, humans, whatever, beings that are out there. It's about that. And the problem is with Earth, with the people, humans, we suck at that. We shit on each other constantly. Go on that stupid social media crap. You can't say nothing. You're like, oh, look at these pretty flowers. Like, oh, you bitch. You know what I mean? What, the dude like pretty flowers and you got to be an asshole. That's what the people are doing, man. Sick of it. I'm done with it. It's not allowed here. This is our community where we treat each other with respect and love. And if you give off those bad vibes, goodbye. Exit over there. So I just want to thank everybody for being here tonight. Know that this is just not evidence. This is a message. This is bigger than just evidence. So,
and to all your viewers out there, you're all amateur cryptozoologists. You know, anybody who has any interest.
I need a degree in cryptozoology. Where the hell do I buy one of those?
Yeah, you know, they're all amateur cryptozoologists. Back in 2000, 2001, I consider myself amateur cryptozoology. Now I've been doing this for 25 years. I think I can call myself a cryptozoologist. But to all your viewers that are interested in giving feedback and actually showing interest and going out and gathering evidence on themselves to share with you and learning from you and Wojo, I just would say you're all amateur cryptozoologists. And, you know, you all need to stay close and communicate with each other and show each other's findings and, you know, make the evidence to us and all of the people that are surrounded us that are interested in what we're doing here. I mean, this is real. This is happening. And you guys are given a platform to put this to the masses. And to all your viewers that are listening and that are following, I would consider you amateur cryptozoologists, and I appreciate you being part of this.
Thank you. Thank you. Said like a true Italian. 5 times!
Italian Sicilian. Cherokee, you know?
But that's what's funny is that name and title actually comes from the West Coast. It's really funny to hear that. Here we call each other researchers.
Yeah, we're cryptozoologists over here.
Well, thank you. You all got your junior cryptozoologist degree tonight, right here from my man Benza, Mr. Paul fucking Benza. What's up?
You get your degree right here tonight on the Richie B podcast.
Did you have a lot of fun?
I had a blast and I learned a lot. You know, I've been here 25 years researching this, and everybody needs to learn every day, and the more we can learn and be accepted to learn, and I learned a lot, and I'm going to take all this knowledge, I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to use it in the forefront.
Awesome. No, Paul does not have social media. I have to go. It's brutal to get a hold of the guy, basically. We have one long string from here to California, and I have to wait 4 days for the vibration to get to his ear. It's brutal.
You know, you can get me on Doc Whaler. DOCWAILER, because I was a percussionist for the Whalers, so they call me Doc Whaler. And then you can always catch my son on Outlaw PJ, YouTube, Outlaw PJ. And
he is his son, man. That's right.
He's a phenomenal
driver. Bob Marley, guys. Bob Marley.
Yeah, man. I got to play with Aston Barrett and the likes of the Marleys, and just blessed to be able to perform with the Whalers band, and what a gift that was.
Because he grew a ton of very good legal weed, and everybody loved it over there.
Well, I was the second dispensary in California, you know, back in 01, you know, and like I was on the forefront, and I'm proud of that, but I stepped out of it, you know.
He calls me up and says, "Hey, I'm going to be playing with the Ziggy Marley and the Whalers." And I go, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm coming to Rhode Island. Let me give you some backstage pass." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And all of a sudden he sends me these pictures. He's up on stage, and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Travel the world, brother. Aston
right there.
Aston Barrett. They all know who Family Man is. He's the legend when it comes to the bass line with the Whalers band, and his brother Carlton Barrett, the drummer, and they were the true producers and creators of Bob Marley and the Whalers. And Aston Barrett was the original Whaler with his brother Carlton, and I was honored to be mentored by him, and he took me under his wing and traveled the world, and you know, I'm just blessed to be in reggae royalty, and I'm very, you know, and to stay hungry and humble. I mean, that's what it comes down to.
Humble in Humboldt County.
You know, that's where it's at, brother, man. You know, and to meet Preston Odell and Darren and Luke Hall and all these guys, great stars out here. I'm surrounded by legends out here, and I'm just
hang on, yo, bro, stop being so Italian. We're not at dinner. Yo, listen. Get over to PJ Outlaw right now on YouTube.
Outlaw
Go
PJ
check him out and
YouTube.
subscribe.
Subscribe and like. He's he started when he was 5 years old. I had him driving race cars when he was 4. He couldn't get on the track until he was 5. He's 11 now. He's won championships, rookies, hard charges, most respectful driver. He's moving up to legends and now late models. He's going to be running Madeira, junior late models. The kids, my son, I mean, we all want to speak highly of our children, but my son is extraordinary when it comes to this.
Check out my producer.
Extraordinary when it comes to this.
Right there.
Outlaw PJ.
There it
YouTube.
is.
It's amazing.
Oh my God, it's raining Gabagoo everywhere.
I know, we gotta go, man. I can't. It's like we're at Italian dinner. I get to see them talking all night. There's spit flying everywhere. I can't make out what anybody's saying because 50 people are talking. Good Lord, follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Like, subscribe, and notify. Won't you get us out of here? Because that's what you do. I love you, baby Jack. I love you, Mama. Let's go!
Hey, thank you all for being on here. And I'm covered with Italian sauce and Gabagoo. And remember, we are home of the boom.
Get up that boom, Paul. Yeah, let's go. Thank you, everybody, for being here.